think I like.
Good evening, everybody, and thank you for joining us here on Variant Rolls for our Dungeon of the Mad Mage Session 2 of Level 17, the Seadeeps, with our all-Githyanki crew. My name is Eugenio Vargas, also known as your friendly neighborhood Dungeon Master DM Jazzy Hands, and thanks for joining us again this week. We do have a special guest player with us tonight, but we'll introduce him in just a moment. Unfortunately, our big boy, Verbane, couldn't be with us tonight. He is one of his... Well, I'll tell you what happened in a minute in character. But let's go ahead and say hello to the three of us who were here last week. Let's start with Sean this week. How you doing, Sean?
Yeah, pretty good. Been looking forward to actually getting back into another battle this time around.
Oh yeah, you didn't enjoy cowering in the alcove for most of last week?
Well, I did, but I don't know if the rest of the party did.
I most certainly did. All right. Well, good to see you again. Let's hop over to Steve. Hey, Steve, how you doing? Who you playing? What you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing well, thank you. I am Besh, Ranger, nearly dead, and excited about it. So
the important things.
Glad to be back.
Name, class, and hit points.
Right.
And Litza.
I'm playing Parak, who is a very young druid who claims that he's a wizard, because if you don't do the druid thing, what's a druid even?
He's such a sweet boy.
Yeah, he's trying really hard.
I know he is, and it's great.
Doing very well.
Just excited to be here.
I love it. Well, we're excited to have him. All right, and like I said, last but not least, we have a very special guest tonight. John Reed is joining us. Hey, John, how you doing? Long time no see.
What's going on? Yeah, it's been a while, man. I'm excited about this.
I'm so glad you're here. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the character that you are bringing to us tonight?
I am playing Tilt, the rotund Gith Forge cleric from the Carnival lands.
This is such a motley crew, and I love it. It's just so perfect. Awesome. So just to sort of give you a little recap of what happened last week. First of all, if you don't know, here at Variant Rolls, we are doing a several months long little dive into Dungeon of the Mad Mage. We're taking 1 to 3 weeks to showcase each level so that you kind of get a taste of all 23 levels. I should know that number. Anyway, to get a taste of the whole book, but not sort of reveal all of the secrets. So this crew is on week 2 of 3 of, like I said, level number 17, the Seadeeps. Last week, our team of Githyanki were brought down to Undermountain on orders of the Lich Queen of the Githyanki, whose name is in this book, and I will tell you what it is as soon as I turn to the right page. Vlakith. Vlakith ordered the 4 of them sent to the Underdark in order to take care of an illithid infestation that was proving to be a bit of a problem for the ensconced Githyanki there. So they were sent to prove themselves by defeating some unknown horror that the Mind Flayers were breeding and preparing to send against the Githyanki. They misty stepped into a chamber that was protected by walls of force, and lo and behold, a 210-foot long, horrific neothalid, which was a giant worm with a big maw like a graboid from Tremors, if that's a thing you remember.
Oh yeah.
And it was quite the fight, actually. It was super fun. The party was really never in any serious danger until the end. But that's okay, because it was funny. We had a good time. So they defeated the Neothalid and then realized that there was no real way for them to get back outside of the Wall of Force. So they decided to press on, and press on they did after some goofy antics with mage hands imitating illithid tentacles. They were able to trick an illithid locked door into opening for them, and they proceeded into the Mind Flayer base. Unfortunately, in doing so, Garakas got a little scared of the party. He went a little mad, he got a little scared, and just took off running. And spent the entire next fight against a couple of giant scorpion constructs cowering in an alcove. Finally, by the end of the fight, Verbane, our missing hero from this evening, headed up to the alcove to see if he could calm Garakas down. And that is where we're going to start tonight. So Verbane has basically finally got his hands on Garakas, and he's just going to pin him to the ground and sort of sit on him until Garakas' fear leaves him, which will happen in, approximately 8 minutes or so. Unfortunately, during this, Garakas just never stops flailing, trying to get out from under Verbane, our great big barbarian, and in doing so, he snags one of Verbane's tubes that's connecting his mask to his great big tank, and it comes flying off, and Verbane is forced to retreat back into the chamber where the dead Neothalid is, ostensibly to reconnect himself and compose himself. He also says that he's going to keep an eye out to see if any of the other Githyanki wander by the Wall of Force so he can alert them as to what's going on. So, while he goes off to do that, we are left with Garak and Besh and Parak. Oh, that's why I couldn't remember your names last week. So you are in these chambers, which, let's bring the map back up so everybody can see. So you're in these chambers here, just to the right of the or to the east, I should say, of the great big Neothalid chamber. And yeah, there are double doors to the north. There's a single door to the south where Besh got dragged by one of the scorpions. And you all tell me, what's next now that Garak has gotten hold of his wits again?
Oh, do we want to take a little rest? You're not looking so hot there, Besh.
I feel awful, and I'm gonna give Garakas a piece of my mind for not helping at all. As soon as I sort of hobble my way over there, Garakas, you jerk! What's the matter with you?
What? You've passed my test with flying colors.
Your test? That's bull.
Of course, I wanted to see how good the party could do without my aid, since I obviously helped out quite a bit in the first battle. But well done, you all passed.
Oh, do you hear that, Besh? We passed.
Garakas is useless. I need to rest, Parak. I need to rest. And you, old Gith, I'm going to keep my eye on you.
If you insist.
Oh.
Watch. Oh, good.
Yeah, I'll keep watch as well.
All right.
Okay.
Short rest, I'm assuming, or do you want to take 8 hours and just have a little nap here?
I don't.
I don't know that 8 hours makes sense.
I was super being sarcastic.
Okay.
Short rest then.
Doing it.
Short rest will work. Okay, so you all are down there. Let's see. Parak, will you do me a favor and roll a d20, please?
17.
17. All right, so you can in fact have a short rest without being disturbed. You will remember, however, that there was a mind flayer who saw you all fighting and winning against the Neothalid that Garakas tried to take down, but he unfortunately escaped in here. So you have a feeling that they know you're probably somewhere near, but for whatever reason they haven't come after you yet.
They're scared of us, obviously.
Obviously.
They should be.
Absolutely. They don't know what's coming.
Once we're kind of finished up the rest, I'll take a look around the various exits to the room. There's some doors to the north and an exit to the south.
Yep. So so first of all, we've got those double doors to the north, and they do appear to be locked with that same Qualith Illithid lock as you saw in coming in the two sets of doors coming into this area. The one to the south is also similarly locked, and then there's sort of that large chamber down all the way to the south that looks a little more rough hewn that you can see, and it looks like it's just sort of an open area where they dumped refuse and trash and things like that. So nothing much to be seen down there.
Just going to check around those exits to see if, despite the scuffle that just took place, if I can see any tracks that might have been left behind by the fleeing Illithid.
Sure. Give me a wisdom survival check, please.
All right. 24 total.
All right. So I'll just go ahead and give that to you, both of them. So you don't really see any tracks towards the northern door, towards the southern door. It does look like the northern door. You can kind of see slightly fresher tracks heading from the door you all entered from. They're a bit scuffed up there since you all came in that way, but none of you had approached the door until now, and you can still see the fresh tracks leading that way.
Well, the scout's eyes never lie. The Illithid seems to have fled in this direction.
Well, let's go after him.
It's got a bit of a head start on us. We'll have to hurry.
Yeah, we need to find him.
I like y'all's style.
Is it the lock thing?
It is the lock thing. So.
All right. Arrakis, stand back this time. Okay, buddy.
Bless.
And I'm gonna put my hands on it.
All right, give me an intelligence check.
Oh boy. 13.
Ooh, make me a wisdom save.
Okay, dang it.
So you get flashes of tentacle dances, but they just are too much for you to take in. How was that wisdom save?
26.
All right, so it gives you a bit of a headache, but otherwise no ill effects on you.
I'm gonna keep trying.
Oh God.
One more round.
Okay.
I want it. I'm not.
I know you do.
But,
I know you do.
No, that's a 9.
Oh no! Give me another wisdom save.
All right. Oh, 14.
That actually is enough for this one. So the headache intensifies, but you don't do it. I will say, Garakas, you somehow, even in your terror, did manage to get through to understand 2 of these, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I feel like you have a bit more experience with Qualith now, with the written language of the Illithid, so I'll give you advantage on the intelligence check if you want to give it a try.
Eric's just like, oh God, it hurts.
Yeah.
Well, when I was in a hurry, I seemed to get through the last one quite easily, so...
Yeah, maybe that's the key. Maybe you just have to stop trying so hard.
I'll rush up to the door and place my hand.
All right, great.
Oh, God.
I hate Illithids.
16.
16. Oh, no. Make a wisdom save.
8.
Oh, no.
Oh,
No. Oh, boy. Okay, hang on.
Here we go.
Here we go. Go ahead and roll percentile and then a third d10.
That is a 60.
Okay.
And a 1.
Okay, well that's good. The one is good. You'll have to give me a second to see what the 60 is, but we know the 1 is good. Let's see. Wilderness, blah blah blah. Why can't I ever remember where madness is? Here we go. 60, you said?
Yep.
All right.
Oh boy.
Okay. So you roll a d4 for me, please, Garakas.
Okay.
1, 2,
4.
3, 4. Oh, Besh. Oh dear. So you have a momentary bout of madness again, and I need you to make a melee attack against Besh.
Just kind of like flails out behind him.
Exactly.
Luckily for you, I'm not so good on melee. 10 is I think.
Oh, I can't imagine that hits you, right, Besh?
Yeah.
But what are you doing?
I tell you, these doors tried to do something to me.
Yes, clearly.
All right. I'll try to help out with the door then if we're having such difficulty.
Yes. Do it, Besh.
What am I rolling again?
Intelligence check.
Oh, great.
Mm-hmm.
Same though.
12.
Wisdom saving throw from you as well.
Oh, great. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Do I have to give you my answer? It's a 4.
All right, roll percentile, and then a third d10.
Okay, so 40.
Okay. Oh, no. Oh, no, that's... Oh, yes.
Oh, no.
And then a 4.
Okay, so, Besh, you...
I have no weapons drawn, by the way. I just want to point that out right now.
That's good. So you suddenly, you touch it, and it all of these horrible, terrifying images in your head, and you turn around, and now you are terrified of your team members.
No.
Oh, no.
Okay, this is hilarious. We're going to fast forward it. So, several tries later, we have established that you all are in fact capable of opening these doors. So we're going to open the door because, again, as much fun as this is, I can't possibly listen to any more intelligence checks. Excuse me. Ooh. So
we just chase Besh around the room
right.
for like 4 minutes.
For 4 minutes. He doesn't have his weapons out. He's too terrified to ever draw them, so you just like chase him in circles for a while.
Caracas.
Corral him.
I just want to take a minute to apologize.
That's right.
This place does something to you.
Mm-hmm.
And just kidding, you just passed my test.
Yes.
Well played.
Yes.
You're learning. Good.
Never
let them see your weakness.
Caracas, I was wrong. Caracas is really wise.
Not wise enough, apparently.
Narrator's voice. He wasn't.
Right. He wasn't. All right. So you all managed to figure out the combination, and you can unlock the door.
And proceed through. I'll go through first.
All
if
right.
Minds.
So Besh proceeds through. On the other side of these doors, you see a pretty horrifying sight, I have to say. So in this room, in this sort of arched room up here, you see 20 coffin-sized bronze cylinders with lids of transparent crystal, and each one of them is sort of tilted back at a 45-degree angle. And you can see all of these metal floor panels, a metal floor panel next to each one, and there are 8 thick copper wires coated in a thin, slimy residue that connect these pods with these metal plates on the ground. And most of the pods are empty. But one of the pods, you immediately can see inside the crystal lid, you can see another Githyanki lying seemingly unconscious in this pod. And surrounding the pod are 4 of your most hated enemies, the Illithids, all holding little clipboard-like stone tablets and sort of taking notes as they observe the unconscious somewhat larger than average Gith.
I summon bats.
Because why wouldn't you? Let's go ahead and roll initiative, but yes, you can summon the bats. That's fine. And let's see, Tilt, why don't you go ahead and roll 2, although it may be a round or 2 before we get you in. Oh, you know what
22.
super helpful for this?
Your name Tilt because you're tilted at the moment.
Yeah. When I step on things, they tilt.
I love that. It would be super helpful if I, had the Mind Flayer stats up. Okay, here we go. All right, so... Oh, dear. All right, so Tilt's got a 22. How about Besh?
12.
All right. Parak?
18.
All right. And Garakas?
21.
Okay, and the Illithid's got a natural 1.
Woohoo!
Oh.
Sorry, I rolled for my bats initiative.
Oh, how'd that go?
I'm summoning those boys, so that's a 22.
Nice. Okay, they'll go after... Well, when
Right,
Tilt enters
yeah.
combat, they will go after him, but since he's
Gotcha.
not in yet. So I tend to abbreviate my monsters' names on the initiative roll, and every time I have to abbreviate Mind Flayer, it just makes me giggle.
MF.
Yeah. All right, bats. Okay, well, perfect. So you summon the bats, Proc, at the top of the round, and they can go ahead and take their turn as you are sort of like... and I feel like it's just like a reflex. Like, you see bad guys, and you're like, bats!
Ah!
Especially Illithid.
Right, exactly.
These are giant ground bats.
Giant ground... That's a
They're
horrible...
actually dire wolves.
Okay.
They can't fly because
it.
they're too muscular.
But they definitely have like tiny little underdeveloped wings on their backs.
Yes,
yeah,
definitely.
absolutely they do.
And I'm gonna cast
like that crawl with their like.
That's so creepy. And how many of them?
I'm gonna cast it at level 5, so I can summon 4.
God.
one per Illithid.
You are an absurd creature, and I love you, Parak. All right, fantastic.
That's my turn.
Okay, great. All right, so we'll say that was their turn and your turn for this round. So Garakas, you're up.
Yeah, just seeing this machine, I think I'm going to take an arrow, knock it into the bow, and I'm going to try and fire an arrow through some of those cables.
Oh, I like it. Okay, the ones that are
the pod
great
from the floor panel. Yeah.
Okay, how many arrows are you firing?
Just the one.
Just the one. Okay, great. Go ahead and make an attack roll first.
Cool. 23.
That'll do. Now roll a d8 for me, because there's 8 of them coming out of that pod, so that'll just help us figure out which one it is.
All right. 6.
6. Okay, hang on a second. Okay. All right. So you send it just straight through one of the cables, and the cable sort of breaks off, and it just begins, like, for a brief moment, it sort of squirts that awful, like, slimy residue, that ichor or whatever, sort of squirts around, and then the cable just drops to the ground, and you see ever so slightly, you see the creature, the Githyanki inside the pod stir ever so slightly, as if what you did definitely had some effect, but it wasn't quite enough, but it was a start for sure.
All right. Well, that looks promising, so I'm going to action surge, and I'll fire another arrow.
Yeah, do it again.
Because I gotta free our kin. That's a dirty 20.
That'll do.
And that's a 7 for the number of the
7. Okay, so this one does the same, but this time you don't see your Gith brethren stir anymore. So you maybe get the idea that only some of them are helpful to disabling this horrible contraption.
All right.
All right. Let us move on to Parak. You summoned Besh.
I'm going to cast Protection from Evil and Good on myself.
Okay.
And then I'm going to draw my swords and run at the nearest enemy.
All right.
How far away were they?
Oh, I mean, from the door where you all are in, they're probably 20, 30 feet at the most.
So I'll use all of my movement to get right up next to him and just kind of like, I'll attack next round.
You got it. All right, and it is now their turn. They were certainly not expecting you to bum rush them, so
Really?
they're a little taken off guard.
Mortal enemies.
I know. Well, yes, but they knew you were there. They didn't think you'd be able to get through a third set of doors, and to be fair, you almost didn't. All right, so one of the Mind Flayers steps forward and you have studied them for ages, and you know this is coming. You just know that this is their modus operandi when they attack, and it emits a flare of psychic energy, and I need you all to make intelligence saving throws. Let's start with Besh.
22.
Nice. Parak.
24.
Nice.
Also, do my bats need to save?
Oh, yes, they do, because it's a
Okay.
big old cone. So yeah, they do. I'll come back and grab them in a minute. In the meantime, Garakas.
I spent my inspiration that I got for being afeared last time.
Uh-huh.
Don't want to fail this.
Wise.
23.
All right. Wise. Great. So you all are fine. How'd the bats do?
15, 13, 13, 2.
Okay, so 3 of
Have a
them fail.
minus
One of
4.
them succeeds. 3 of them fail.
Oh no. They have a -4 intelligence.
Yeah, that's fair.
They did very well.
They did very well. I'm surprised the 1 saved.
Yeah.
All right. So the 3 that unfortunately didn't save against it are going to take 16 psychic damage and are stunned.
Okay.
They can try and repeat that saving throw at the end of each of their turns, just so you know.
Okay.
But at the moment, they are stunned. All right. The other 3 mind flayers are going to, they're now that most of the bats are stunned, they are going to approach the 3 of you. I think probably one of them is going to pass sort of close to the bat that didn't get stunned, assuming that dumb beasts would obviously succumb to the Mind Flayer powers. So if one of them wants to take an attack of opportunity against one of these Mind Flayers, he can do that.
Oh, he tries, but it's an 8.
Okay, so not so much. All right, so then the 3 Mind Flayers, one on each of you, and they try to smack you and grab you with those horrible tentacles. Let's start with Garakas this time. Garakas, that is only a 10 to hit.
All right.
Then we're going to go to Besh. Besh, that is a 19 to hit.
They have disadvantage on attacking.
Ah,
them.
yes, they do. You are correct. So in that case, it's an 11.
Yeah, it does not.
And then Parak, the one against you, is going to be a 17 to hit.
Yeah.
All right. You need to make another intelligence saving throw.
Ooh. Nope.
Uh-oh.
It's an 11.
Oh, no. Okay, so you are also stunned and grappled. So the rest of you see Parak get just smacked in the face, and he just sort of seizes up and is unable to move, and you can see the tentacles questing for his nose and ears. And you know what will be next if you aren't careful. Parak, you take 18 psychic damage as well.
As a reaction at the end of their turn,
Yeah.
because they ended within 5 feet of me, I can use Skirmisher
Yes, you
to
can.
move half my speed away from them.
Yes, you can.
So I'm going to run 20 feet, well, essentially no feet backwards, but up the wall and onto the ceiling
Oh my god, right.
with my slippers of
Yeah,
spider.
and the ceiling's only, I mean, the room is only about 10 feet tall, so you can make it all the way up to the ceiling. That's fine.
I lost concentration.
Oh no! Oh,
Bat
bye,
boys.
bats.
Bad boys are gone. Oh no.
Oh, they were such good
Super
boys.
sad.
They were such good boys.
Now I'm mad.
That's right. All right, we are back at... Oh, the bats are gone. We are at the top of the round, so Garakas, it is your turn.
All right, I'm going to fire at the one that is currently grabbing at Parak.
Yeah, do it.
23 to hit.
Yes, that will do.
And I guess because Parak's stunned, there's no sneak attack, is there?
That is correct, because stunning incapacitates Garak.
That is not good.
Oh no.
So it's max damage otherwise, which is 11 points of piercing.
Hey, that's more than 0.
It's something. But I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll put a superiority die on there and
that's...
try and do a. Actually, I'll try and do a trip attack.
Okay.
An extra 3 points.
Okay.
And they have to make a strength save.
All right. Not really their forte, if I remember correctly. Let's see. Oh, that's a 4.
All right. So they are prone.
They are prone. Okay.
So is Parak also prone? Like,
I think Parak is also prone, but I will say
go over.
I will say that you can have advantage on your save to let's see, how are we gonna do this? It's automatically I'll let you make a save to get out of this grapple. It releases you just enough to unstun you enough to try and get free. Because I just realized that you actually there isn't really any way for you to get free. If you so yes, you can make a strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics check on your next turn, which is right now.
No.
Sorry, Garakas, were you done?
Yeah.
Okay,
great.
It's 8.
Oh no. Okay. Oh no. All right. So you are still down there, stunned. It's not looking good. Besh, you're up.
I'm gonna attack the one that's directly in front of me.
All right.
Two strikes.
Oh, you know what I will say though? Sorry, Besh. I'll say that when that Illithid falls, it knocks out another one of the pipes of the tubes that was attached to that thing. So why don't you, Garakas? Why don't you roll me a d6 since there's only 6 of them left?
2.
All right. Unfortunately, that was not one of the ones you needed. All right. Sorry, Besh. Go ahead. Do you attack the one that's right in front of you?
Yeah. So that's a 25.
Oh, that will do.
And then a natural 20.
Yes, that is. Oh, here we go again, y'all.
So
this is the crit crew.
Let me see. 6 plus 9 plus 18
shit.
plus 5.
So Besh is just going hog wild on this Illithid.
Yeah, 29 total.
All right. Besh just lets loose, scimitars flying and spinning, and this Illithid is set back on his heels after such a ferocious assault. And it is now their turn. Let's see if that one gets its Mind Blast back. Oopsie. It does. It does. All right, so I need all of you to make intelligence saving throws again. Including you, although you're already stunned, Parak, but you can still make that intelligence save.
25.
That'll do. Besh, how about you?
Oh god. So it's a 6.
Oh, dear.
I'm wondering if because of that spell they're at disadvantage on me for that. Otherwise,
unfortunately, they're at disadvantage when they attack you, but since this isn't an attack roll on their part,
gotcha.
No.
Yep, 6.
All right. So how about you, Garakas?
11.
Oh dear. All right, so the two of you get the full brunt of this Mind Blast and take 23 psychic damage, and you are both stunned.
Oh no! Help us, Tilt. You're
on. Oh my god,
help.
everybody is stunned.
Yeah.
Okay. That Mind Flayer that is holding Parak is gonna flail around and try and get up, and he's gonna knock out another tube. So Garakas, roll me another d6.
It's a 2 again.
Roll again.
It's a 7 again. It's a 7 again.
How'd you get a 7? Roll a d6.
Oh, sorry. I was rolling a d6.
I was like, what?
A 3.
A 3. No, damn it, Garakas. That's not one of them either. All right.
Well, tell the Mind Flayer that.
Yeah, this is what I get for trying to help you. All right, well, that's fun. So the Mind Flayer that has Parak in its clutches is going to quest for Parak's brain.
Joke's on you, I don't have a brain.
Okay. So, you are stunned, so it has advantage because you are already in its grasp, but when I roll a 1 and a 2 on my 2 dice to attack, somehow it just can't find your brain. Maybe the Illithid is blind, and it's learning to understand the Githyanki head by touch and still hasn't figured out where your orifices are.
Have we figured out, like, we need to stick wax in our, like, ears and noses?
Apparently.
Yeah. Defense mechanisms.
The other two of you, the Illithids are going to attempt to grab you again with the tentacles. Now, Besh, yours has disadvantage against you because of your spell, but advantage because you're stunned, so it'll just roll normally. I
have to see if I maintain that spell. I have to roll.
That's true.
Wisdom save. So I got a
Constitution save.
That's the Constitution. So I got a 20 and a 12.
Oh yeah,
so
you're fine.
20.
Yeah. That's totally fine. So you still have it up, so it just rolls normally, and that's 16 to hit, which I don't think hits you, right?
It does not.
All right, so it's still trying to grab around, but even in your stunned form, you're able to fend off the tentacles. Garakas, it goes after... Ooh, and that's a 24 to hit Garakas.
Can you reach me up on the ceiling?
Oh, you're on the ceiling, right.
Nice.
And you have those boots, so it doesn't matter that you're stunned. Oh, this one's
reeling and hanging from
quite annoyed. I think this one's gonna go over and not being entirely sure what's going on with those tubes. It's gonna try and reconnect one of the ones that just got knocked out by the flailing illithid. All right, so it manages to reconnect one of them. So now there are, what is that? 5 of them connected, and you know that some of them will help you out in what you're doing. We're back at the top of the round. Garakas, you're stunned, so you can just make a save at the end of your turn. Intelligence save.
All right. Oh, natural 1.
Oh, no. Fortunately, you're on the ceiling, so at least for the moment. Yeah. Parak, you are stunned, correct?
Yes.
You can make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay. Oh, no. No.
Oh, no.
10.
Y'all. All right, Besh, how about you? Can make an intelligence saving throw for me. These rounds are going real fast, if nothing else. How do we do?
Can't hear you.
Sorry, I was muted. 16.
16 is enough. It is DC 15, so you are no longer stunned. Unfortunately, that's the end of your turn.
Cool.
All right, so the Mind Flayers, again, are going to attack Parak. Yours is trying real hard to get at you. Okay, that's better. That's a 25 to hit.
No.
Okay, so it finds your nose and ears this time and begins to quest inside your head.
Gross.
Yeah. It's unpleasant.
I'm not consenting to this at all.
I mean,
I hate it.
7, 8, 9, 10. Here we go.
That's a bad noise.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's pretty evenly split, actually. So that's 20, 30, 47. So that's 47 psychic damage to you, Parak.
Good God.
As it begins to really dig into your nostrils and your ears. Not good, not good. The one that's by Besh is going to try to attack him. He is no longer stunned, so he has disadvantage on the attack. That's a natural 1, so I think he trips and falls to the ground prone.
Oh.
Let's see if this one gets its Mind Blast back. It does. So everybody make intelligence saves again.
Oh, no.
Ooh, y'all. Players is nasty.
Double stunned.
Yeah, nice.
Well, okay. Could be worse, I suppose.
I rolled a 19.
That is 3 1s and a 2 on this damage. You save. Besh, how about you, Parak?
19.
All right, so you also save. So Garakas, you take 3 1s and a 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 psychic damage.
All right.
For all that's worth. All right. Top of the round again. Tilt really wants to get into this fight. I can feel it.
Would my Mace of Warning waken me up yet?
Oh, no, but I will reduce the number of correct pipes that have to get disconnected by 1.
Okay.
Although at this rate, that's not going to help. Garakas, make me an intelligence save and make it, please.
I would love to.
Yeah.
Great.
15.
15 is enough.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes, that's the end of your turn, but you're unstunned.
Yep.
Parak, make me an intelligence save. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it.
Nope.
Oh.
Sorry,
Besh,
guys.
you're not stunned. You can take a turn.
And there's a Mind Flayer prone at my feet.
There sure is. It is just waiting for you to impale it.
That's what I'm gonna do. How'd you know?
Wild guess.
2 attacks. Oh,
Advantage
an 18.
on both of them.
Okay, so an 18 and a 19, and then with advantage a 1 and a 3, so 18 and 19.
18 and 19 it is. All right, those both hit.
Okay, very good. So
Tear this one apart.
2d6.
So let's just recap. You all walk into this room. surprise a bunch of mind flayers, and then just stand stock still for the first 18 seconds of combat. Good, it's going well.
One of us just hanging from the ceiling.
Right.
21.
All right. This illithid is not looking great. It is their turn. Oh, for God's sake, please don't get your blast back. It didn't. Okay. All right, so that one's going to stand up. It's at your feet, Caracas. Besh, and try to attack you, but that is a 16?
Does not hit.
Does not hit. All right.
It's also a disadvantage on that.
Yeah, that was just with disadvantage. The one that is... All right, so the one that's trying to get Parak is gonna attack. Oh my God, that's a 5 and a 6. Does a 13 hit you, Parak?
No.
Oh my God. The third one, though, that has been trying and is angry about Garakas up on the ceiling, like takes its weird 4-clawed hand and smacks itself in the forehead, and then it starts to levitate off the ground because it/I forgot they can levitate. But that will take its action. So up it goes, and we're back at the top of the round. Garakas, make me intelligence save. Oh, wait, did you save?
Yeah, I did.
Yes, you did. Oh, you're good. Okay, do a thing.
So there's one adjacent to Besh at the moment.
There is one adjacent to Besh. There is one heading towards you, although it's going to need to take some movement next turn to get actually next to you.
Yeah. In that case, I will fire at the one next to Besh.
Got it.
17.
That'll do.
Excellent. And because it's adjacent to an ally who isn't stunned,
God bless.
I get to do my own
hooray!
Pile of dice. 12, 16, 19. That's 22 damage.
And you hear a wet squish as the arrow embeds itself into its oversized head, and it flails to the ground. Roll a d6.
Aim that one at the foot as well to try and trip this thing, or just hit the head with enough force that it.
Oh yeah, it for sure falls over and knocks out one of the tubes. So go ahead and roll me a d6.
Sorry, it was a superiority die for a trip attack.
Oh, it's dead. It's real dead.
Well, I mean, I would have had to say that as I hit anyway, so
okay.
That's suspended.
Okay.
And a d6 for a tube.
Yes, please.
It's a 5.
Hey, that's one of the ones we need.
Yay.
So
Excellent.
you see, what is it? A mace of warning, John?
Yes.
Okay, so you see this Gith Yankee in the pod begin to stir again, and you see a mace at his hip begin to glow, and you hear a soft hum that begins to grow louder and louder, and all of a sudden this Gith Yankee's eyes pop open, and Tilt has returned to consciousness.
It's alive!
We will be at you shortly, but first, Parak.
Okay.
Come on, you can do it. I believe in you.
I want to.
I believe in... No.
It's an 11.
No.
I was just a dash down off the roof and try and hide behind some of the pods.
Okay, great. Go ahead and make a dexterity self check. Oh, Parak. Oh, sweet Parak.
I know. I'm not good at the intelligence.
Well, that's all right. Okay. So, where am I? We are at Besh.
Yeah, nice.
The one that was at your feet is dead.
Yay.
Okay. How far away are how many are left?
There are 3 left, and they're all, except for the one that's levitating, the other 2 that are on the ground are easily within a move's reach.
Okay. Yeah, then I will go to the nearest one.
Alrighty.
I will.
I'm gonna go to the one that's got Parak in its grip.
Yeah, absolutely. That is wise. And as a bonus action, I'll use that planar warrior feat to do.
Yeah, I love that.
Nice.
8 force damage
Do
if
the
I
thing.
hit. And 2 swings. So 23 and 29.
Oh, those will do.
Nice. Yeah.
So 2d6. So 4 plus 14 plus 4, 18.
Nice.
Damage.
18 mathing. That's.
Oh no, and then the 2d8.
Oh yeah.
9. So
9 more.
what did I say?
All right.
Yeah.
Got
Thank
it.
you.
Yep. All right. So Besh just picking up Verbane's slack and slashing into these things at close range. It is their turn again. Let's see if it gets its Mind Blast back. All right, so I need everyone, not Tilt, because you're still behind everyone, but the rest of you to make intelligence saving throws. Don't like that laugh. Besh, what'd you get?
I got a 6.
All right. Besh is stunned. Garakas.
I got a 20.
That'll do. And Parak.
16.
Hey, that's enough.
I'm rolling good on these. I just can't, shake my first one.
Ooh, so Besh, that is 26 points of psychic damage, and you are stunned.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll take that down.
All right. However, and the one that's levitating, like, you probably don't speak deep speech. If you do, then you understand. It just goes,
I do.
God damn it, and starts to come down again. And Parak, the one that has you, is gonna try to suck your brain out again.
Of course, he is.
15 to hit?
No.
All right. Damn, I can't roll for shit against you. All right, Tilt.
Lucky for me.
Hey, you're in a thing. You can do a thing now.
Okay, so I want to use half my movement to stand up.
Yep.
And
Out of this
when I do,
horrible pod.
Guys, in this little pod, you guys see a like average height but like really round Githyanki stand up. I've got like a blanket tied around my neck like a cape, and a little like half melted candle on my shoulder on my armor. And I look out. What do I see when I look out of the pod?
So you see one mind flare floating down from the ceiling. You see another mind flare who's got its tentacles wrapped around a fellow Githyanki, with the tentacles beginning to probe into his orifices. You see a third mind flare who has clearly just sent off a blast because it is excitingly waggling its tentacles in the direction of yet another Githyanki who seems to be stunned. And Garakas, where are you at this point? Are you on the floor?
I got I ran down behind the things. I got a 27 for my stealth check.
Oh, okay, so you probably don't see that one then.
Okay. So I would like to use my cantrip Word of Radiance on everything that I see.
Yes.
What's going on, guys? And that's 3d6 real quick. So then that does 7 points of radiant damage to just everything I see.
Great. Are there are saves?
What's that?
Is there a save of some sort? I don't remember this spell.
It's just 3d6 radiance. Hold on. Constitution save.
Constitution
at 14.
save. All right.
Yeah, sorry. That's
okay. All right. So, all right, y'all, make your con saves.
22.
The Mind Flayer's got a 3, a 12, and a 14.
Totally wouldn't have been an awesome roll for my next turn.
Yeah, right.
20.
All right,
Nice.
so you guys are fine. The Mind Flayers all fail. How much was the damage?
Just 7.
Just 7. All right, that's more than 0. 7, 8, 7. All right.
And then
with
my bonus action, I want to use my psionics to use my Misty Step out of the pod. And so what this looks like is like this big, rotund guy, like Sonic the Hedgehog, like spinning right in midair for a second and just shooting out.
What? Yes.
Yeah.
I love it. So you fire out and end up where?
Just kind of like in the middle of whatever's going on.
Great.
You know.
I love it. I love it. All right, so that was Tilt. Suddenly, somebody is in your midst, and technically he didn't hurt any of you, not for lack of trying, but hey, he's Gith. He's better than Mind Flayer. Garakas, you're up.
All right, I'm assuming I'm hidden from the Mind Flayers. I'll try and take a shot at the one that has Parak.
Do it.
Well, that's just as well. 27 to hit.
That'll do, and you've got Besh right next to it, so you can do your sneak again.
Nice.
Ooh, it's some good damage too. 12, 16, 18, 19, 22, 25 damage.
25.
I'm going to go for a trip again as well. So 28 total.
All right. So you want, I guess, you fire it at its ankles and hit a major artery, I guess, because it falls to the ground dead too.
Oh.
Am I free?
You are free.
Free of tentacles?
Free of tentacles in brain. Oh, look, Parak, it's your turn. There are two dead illithids at your feet.
Am I unstunned?
I don't remember what stunned you, so we'll say yes.
Yay! Is there one that's still up?
There is. There are two that are still up. One is on the ground and one is heading to the ground.
I'm gonna do my version of a rage, even though I'm not a barbarian.
I love it.
I'm gonna charge one,
Yeah.
Screaming angrily, and I'm gonna primal savagery its face.
I love that spell. Yes, do it.
Nice.
That's a 27 to
That'll
hit.
do. You just claw the shit out of it.
For awesome. 24 acid damage.
Whoa.
Wow.
All right, Parak.
Yes. Revenge.
Get it. So Parak just runs over. You watch as his fingers just elongate into these awful claws that are dripping with acid, and he just rakes across the Mind Flayer's face. I love it. Besh, you are up.
And how far away is the nearest?
Oh, within a move. It's not that big a room.
Okay, I'm gonna do my save for. So I've lost concentration on that spell.
Okay.
So no more disadvantage on attacks
and were
against
you
me.
stunned? I can't remember.
Oh no, I made a save. I rolled an 18.
Oh, right. Okay, great.
I think, right?
Sure.
Okay. That might have been for the Word of Radiance. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, that's all right.
Okay. So I'll rush up to the nearest one, and there's just how many are left? I'm sorry.
2, but one of them is still floating down from the ceiling.
I'll go obviously to the one on the ground as a bonus action. Cast Hunter's Mark and then swing.
All right, swing away.
Swing with both. It's a 21.
Yes.
And a 26.
Woo, that'll do. All right, so once again, Besh scimitar's flying. 2 slashes into this Mind Flayer.
6, 9, plus 14, plus 14, 28, plus 4, 32.
Nice. It is not looking good. It is not pleased at this development. Let's see if this one gets its Mind Blast back. It does not, but the one at the ceiling still has his. So the one at the ceiling is going to make a Mind Blast, so I need everybody to make intelligence saving throws.
Oh, 19. 21.
Do. 21 will do. 3 does not do.
13.
13 does not do.
25.
25 does do. So if
that was a 23.
23 does do. So if you didn't do, you take 28 psychic damage and you are stunned. Who didn't do? Somebody didn't do. Oh, Tilt. You
Tilt
just
isn't
got
doing
out.
Okay, he's tough.
Join the party.
All right, the other Mind Flayer that you just attacked, Besh, is gonna try and give as good as he got and grab you with his tentacles. That's a 26 to hit.
Yeah.
That'll do. Make another intelligence saving throw.
Cool. Natural 1.
Oh no! All right, so you take 10 psychic damage and you are grappled and stunned. Tilt, make an intelligence save. It's your turn. Get out of the stun.
I rolled a natural 1, which means I got a 0.
You're still very stunned. Garakas, your turn.
I'm going to continue sneaking around the back behind the pods and try and find another hiding spot so I can get another good shot.
All right.
Bonus action hide.
Sure. Go ahead and make a dexterity stealth check.
That's a 30.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that'll do.
So once I feel like he's lost track of me, I'll take a shot at the one who's now got tilt.
Yep. This one's the one that you all have been savaging, so he's not looking great.
It's only a 15.
That is just enough.
Oh, it is?
Yes, it is.
Okay, excellent.
They're wearing breastplates, so not a ton of AC. They're squishy brain creatures. They ain't got that good an AC.
All right. Let's see if I can take this one down as well.
Do it.
10, 16, 21, 24 damage.
And so for the third time, Garacus sends an arrow straight through a vital piece of the Mind Flayer, and a third one falls. There is just the one who is has just touched down from the ceiling left. Parak, you are up.
I want that one.
Yes.
I want to claw him.
Claw him.
27
for
to
the
hit.
ground bats. That'll do.
Right. 20 acid damage.
Woo! All right.
Really good.
More savaging rending with the claws. Besh, you're up.
Yeah,
you're
Besh.
stunned. All right.
Yep.
Intelligence save. Yeah.
Nope. 14.
Oh no, it's a DC 15.
Okay.
All right, and now
I'll
this
sit
one.
tight.
Okay, now this one is going to try to extract your brain. Let's.
Doesn't feel good.
Yeah, Parak is like, this is gonna suck. Ooh, that's a 24 to hit.
Yeah. Well.
Oh boy. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope, that's not enough. 9. Where's the other one? 10. Here we go. That's a lot of 2s and 3s.
Okay.
5.
Can work with that.
10. Yeah, right. There's 1, 10, 20, 30, 36. Yes, 36 points of psychic damage.
I would like to bonus action fall to one knee.
We call that a reaction, yes. All right. It is Tilt's turn. Tilt, make an intelligence save. You can do it, little buddy,
right
big
back.
buddy.
6.
Oh. All right.
Well, this isn't going so good.
He retains just enough ability to speak to say that. I love it. Garacus, you're up. Save
I'll
the day.
fire at the last one. I believe it's next to Parak at the moment.
It is next to Besh at the moment.
So dirty 20 to hit.
That'll do.
See if I can finish off the last
Oh,
one.
I guess it's next to both of them, but yes.
Ooh, that's pretty good. 18, 21, 24, 29, 32, 35 damage.
Nicely done. 35. Yeah, it's looking not great. It's beginning to panic. You can see it in its cold alien eyes. Anything else, Garacus?
Just call out from where I'm kind of hiding. Parak, this one's yours.
I love it. Let's see you finish it, Parak. Do the thing.
Oh,
You can do it.
that's 15 to hit.
That is just enough. Come on,
Bro.
savage it.
That will be 22.
Holy
acid
shit.
damage.
Yes, it's very dead.
Yay!
All right. So the 4 illithids lie dead at your feet. Eventually,
Peel it
Tilt.
off of Besh's face.
Yeah. Eventually, Tilt and Besh come out of their stupor. Yeah, not a great situation, but hey, you killed some illithids, and what Githyanki doesn't love to kill illithids.
That's right. Oh, we did it, you guys.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
How long have you been here? Did they do this to you?
It's been a while. I came here looking for people who killed my friends. Are you them?
We're your friends now.
Oh, you don't look very good.
I'd like
Nope.
push my brain back in my nose.
Just like, yeah.
I want to help. But were you one of the people who killed my friends?
Oh, no.
No. We got here and killed the people who killed your friends.
There you go.
Oh, good. Let me help you then. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on him
That feels like a wise choice.
at like
12th level.
at like 4th level.
Sure. Let's start there.
Okay. So that's 4d8 plus 1.
Oh.
4
Oh.
Sounds like
You
my
get 11 points back.
How many?
11.
Cool.
It's not great.
Oh, boy.
That feels great.
Ooh, that could
Does
have
it?
been better, but thank you.
I too am going to cast healing. Or I'm going to cast healing word on myself.
Okay, sure.
Which I can only use at first level.
Caracas is just in the background, leaning up against the wall, taking his second wind.
Oh, good, excellent. Yes.
1d4.
How bad does Besh look?
Really bad.
I'm gonna be like, okay, I was saving this, but you look like you need it. And I'm gonna tap Besh on the shoulder. And you gain 70 hit points.
Holy shit!
Whoa.
Okay.
That's right.
Did you just heal?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's freaking awesome.
Yeah, nice.
Thank you, my wizard friend.
I'm really confused about the wizard, but anyway.
You are amazing. Thank you, my portly friend. We are all friends now.
Yeah.
If you say so.
Oh, sweet boy.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I bet you are. You've been in that pod for a while.
Do I have a gem-encrusted bowl?
Of course you do.
That's one of those, like, there needs to be a Twitter account that's like D&D out of context. Sure, why not?
Nice.
Are you guys hungry too?
Oh my god.
I could eat.
I could eat.
I'm going to take the next 10 minutes to cast Hero's Feast.
Nice.
Sure, you all could use it.
I'll just keep watch across the other exit while he's casting that.
All right, yeah, you can see that there's an exit sort of over on the east end of the this area. All right, so your new friend Tilt brings forth a great feast, including magnificent food and drink. Now, the feast does take an hour to consume.
Great. Short rest? Is that what that means?
In theory, yes. Hey, Garaka, since you're taking watch, roll a d20. Please don't roll below a 5.
It's a 16.
Okay, all right. So, yes, that's fine.
Okay.
So our hit max goes up by 12 points for the next 24 hours.
That it does. You are also, none of you are diseased or poisoned. You are immune to poison, though, all of you, and you're immune to being frightened. And you make all wisdom saves with advantage.
Oh, well, that's awesome. Did we gain any hit points, did you say?
Your max goes up by 12.
Ah.
And you gain 12 hit points at the same time.
Okay.
And if we're taking a short rest,
you could roll some hit dice, yes.
Throw some hit dice.
Definitely doing that.
I'm casting a spell, so I probably can't take the rest.
No.
I don't need it.
You're fine.
Yeah, you guys look nice and rested now.
And full.
Wasn't that really good food?
Oh, it's delicious.
My dad told me how to do this.
Aww.
That's so sweet.
Yeah. Oh, I need to give a little bit to my pet mouse.
Excuse me?
So my background as an urchin gave me a pet mouse.
My favorite one.
Yes, and he suddenly becomes Mighty Mouse.
So I have to feed him.
I love it. I love it. All right, so once the rest is done, you all have a healthy dose of trepidation, and you are all reminded why the Illithids have proven such a formidable foe for the Githyanki for all of these millennia. What are you gonna do next?
Keep killing them, I guess. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
Keep doing what we do best.
Yeah. Remember how that lady was like, yeah, you guys won't be able to do what we couldn't do, and then we were like, watch us.
Yeah, Yavolkar and Lashir.
Those
jerks.
Ones.
They weren't very nice to us, so I feel like we should just prove them wrong a little.
We still need to show them that nasty Neolithid head.
Oh,
yeah.
No, not head, flap.
Flap, yeah, piece.
It's even grosser
flap.
than head.
In order to get back, we're gonna have to sleep for the night, and I feel like we can't do that until we kill them all. So we might as well get to killing them all.
Gotta kill them all.
Kill them all?
Yeah.
Okay, but I don't like killing that much.
That's okay. You can just have our backs.
You can just wound them.
Yeah.
Yeah, clearly Garakas and Parak are the ones doing the killing.
Yeah.
Can I cast light on the little candle on my shoulder?
Aw, yes. I forgot about that goofy candle.
I love it. I didn't forget.
What's another 3 gift? What's another 3 illithid to add to my total?
Ooh.
Oh,
yeah.
we're keeping score.
Oh yeah, now that you can see Garakas, you see that he's sort of an elderly Gith, which is super weird because, you know, when you're living on the astral plane, you're not meant to age, but clearly he's been away from home for a while.
Ooh. You're old.
Probably not much older than a lot of you, but I've just been living in harsher places.
Namely, literally anywhere but the astral plane.
Yeah.
All right.
Is there a door?
There's a door on the east side of that
I'm gonna do it.
chamber.
I have really good wisdom, so I'm not gonna go crazy.
Hey,
I'll just-
Tilt, have you
Nose
walked
bleed.
through any of these doors?
Oh god.
Yeah, they were easy.
Oh, yeah. Can you open this one, you think?
Oh god.
Let me give it a shot.
Okay.
What do I need to do?
So if you choose to touch it, you need to make an intelligence check to see if you can decipher.
Okay. Oh, I rolled another critical 1, which means I got a 0.
Well, now you make a wisdom save, but you get to make it with advantage because of the hero's feast. So there's that.
I apologize.
Nope, that couldn't have been more perfect.
I rolled a natural 20.
All right, so that's basically what you need to actually understand this wall. But hey,
26.
you get a bit of a headache, but other than that, you don't decipher anything, but you also don't suffer any ill effects.
That door's weird. I don't want to go near it again.
Yes.
Okay.
Let me try it.
Okay. All right, do the thing.
I want to try
You
it.
can do it. I believe in you.
No.
No. How about the wisdom save, which is with advantage?
Wisdom save is 25.
Okay, great. So you both have headaches, but otherwise you're fine.
I'm trying it again.
Okay.
No. God damn it. Well, that wisdom save is a 15.
That's enough. Garakas, you do still have advantage on these doors.
Out of
Oh,
context.
once again, give it up to the old man.
Fine.
Uh,
Press pout.
11 on the intelligence.
Oh my god, with advantage?
Yeah. Well, it's just a straight intelligence roll, right?
Oh, well, yes. And all right, wisdom save with advantage from the hero's feast, and then we've just got Besh left if he wants to try it. Otherwise, we'll...
Natural 20.
All right, so you're fine there. Besh, any desire whatsoever to try this door?
I feel no desire to try this door, but I will.
All right.
If that's what we have to do.
All right.
What am I rolling here?
Intelligence check. Oh, no.
That's a 6.
Okay, wisdom save with advantage.
That's a 20.
Okay.
It's a 20.
All right, so let me ask this then, because you know we could go at this for a while, and you all could catch each other every time you go a little bit mad. But maybe we need a new approach, yeah? Because it seems like every time you run into a door, you run into this problem. So let me hear some problem solving.
I'm gonna go back and grab one of the illithid bodies and drag it over, and kind of pick up the head and try and like push the tentacles onto the door.
Make me an intelligence check. This is not for the door. This is just to sort of put a few things together.
Sure. 14.
Okay, so with the illithid's head, you could absolutely have a way easier time of doing the tentacle dance, right? The trick, though, is that somehow you still need to be able to interpret the door. I am going to take a quick second to look at... You all continue problem solving. I'm going to see if perhaps I can help
Garakas,
you.
I just once again want to say that I underestimated you, and I apologize. I think this is very smart.
Well, it often happens to people of my decrepitude, but I won't hold it against you.
How did you guys get through the other doors?
Very
Painfully.
slowly, yeah.
Painfully.
There's something I call brute force.
Oh. Huh. Have you tried lighting it on fire?
You know what? I haven't.
You know?
Can I make a check to see if, like, having remembered from coming through previous doors, if it's like easier to open the door from the other side in any way, shape, or form?
Yeah, I mean, you could even
I
go
know
back.
That sounds weird.
No, but you could even go back and look at one of the other doors, and they basically look pretty identical on both sides.
On both sides,
yeah.
Okay.
What is the door attached to? Is it stone?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh.
Well,
That sounded promising.
I could just use stone shape and make another door.
Yes, you could. You could and should.
That be helpful?
Go for it. Yeah.
I think it would.
I think it might.
I'd like to, right next to the door that we're trying to get through, just make another door.
I love that. Yes, problem solving. All right, so Tilt takes a while. He sort of works at this stone and creates an archway through the rock of the cavern and into the next chamber. The next chamber is very, very loud. Let's see if I can move our map a little bit so we can see more of what's going on up here. Yeah, so the next chamber, you've got this little hallway that then leads into a circular central chamber, and you just hear the rushing of what sounds like a lot of very swiftly moving water. As you sort of approach that central circular area, you see that there is an enormous turbine just up ahead, a little ways to the north, that this rushing water is heading straight for and turning, and clearly it's powering something immense. Why don't you all make me intelligence checks again, because that's all we do down here. Hey, look, it's illithids. What can I say?
Hey, a dirty 20.
All right.
I got a 15.
All right.
I rolled a 4.
All right.
I've seen one of these before.
14.
Okay, so Besh, the specifics are a little bit confusing to you, but you sort of get the idea. And Parak and Garakas, you realize that these turbines are powering those pods that you saw in the previous room. But this is enough power to power a lot more, and they must all be connected to something, because this is way more power than would be required for just whatever those 15, 20 pods were in the other room.
Hey, Tilt, you said you and your friends got captured, right?
Well, more like murdered, but I survived.
When they put you in that pod, do you remember what was in the other pods?
I was asleep.
Do we see any sort of like piping or anything coming through here?
Yeah, a little bit. So you can definitely see that the water is coming from some cavern sort of off to the east. You can't really see exactly where, but you know it's headed that way. Otherwise, all of the mechanics of this area that are connected to the turbines flow sort of all over this area. A bunch of them flow to the south towards you all. Some of them flow even further north past the turbines into a couple of rooms north of the chamber, of the big circular chamber. They sort of go all over the place in this area.
Are any of them within reach?
Yeah, where you guys are at this point, you could probably reach some of the ones that are headed south.
I'm going to head out into the hallway and scout ahead a bit.
Okay.
Just kind of trying to keep quiet and
well, you definitely don't have to worry about being quiet, because communication amongst you all is really difficult in here. It is deafeningly loud with this rushing water. So you're probably fine on the quiet front, as you all are effectively deafened while you're in the chamber with this running water.
Trying to head forward to any other exits or anything and peek through those so we're not surprised.
Yeah. So you can see there's another door just sort of on the west side of this first little circular area that you've come out into, which we're gonna put right in the center of the image there for the Twitch. So there's a door to the left there. Then about halfway down the hallway that heads north into the big turbine chamber, there's another door on the left there. Those are the first two that you sort of see, obviously.
And they're the same style door that we've been running into?
Both of those are, yes.
How many times can you pull that trick there, Tilt?
Oh, not too many more. But I've got other ways to help, maybe.
Oh, I
like
that.
Maybe I could just dispel the magic on the door.
If you think it's worth a try.
Okay.
I'd tell you to make an intelligence arcana check about that, but something tells me it wouldn't go super well, so.
Not going to go well. I rolled a 9, so 8. But is the door like near, do I have to cross water to get to the door?
No, there's a pathway sort of all the way around where the water is flowing.
Does Tilt know this?
That's a really good question. I feel like it's 50-50. Make an intelligence check.
Okay. Right. Oh, 15.
Oh, so yes, you do in fact realize that you don't have to wade through this rapidly rushing water.
Ooh, this is... I hate swimming. I'm going to walk over and cast Dispel Magic on the door.
All right. Make me a wisdom check. Yeah, wisdom check.
Okay. Oh, that's good. Natural 20, so 26.
Holy shit. Okay, so you cast that spell, and the lock of this door. I assume this is the door, the southern door, the first door that you see.
Which one would Garakas have pointed at when he asked if I could...
that closest one.
That closest one. All right. So it clicks and is clearly has clearly been unlocked.
Check it out, guys.
Tilt's
And I'll
magic.
kick it.
Amazing.
Wow.
All right.
Nice.
Can't believe that worked.
Well done.
Thanks.
I'll go and take a peek through that door, see what I can buy.
So you peek in, and it looks pretty almost identical to the last room that you were in with all of the pods, although this room looks like some of the pods are still sort of being assembled. They're all empty. None of them have any creatures in them. These are all empty. Half of them are still like only partially assembled, and you see sort of odd, really, really strange alien-looking tools sort of lying on the ground next to one of the pods as if they'd been sort of just discarded there.
Tools?
Yes.
Oh, well.
Oh, boy.
Oh, I wanted new tools. This is great. And I'll run over to the tools.
Okay. There's...
Help yourself. They're just lying around.
Ooh, and the prongs and the hammer. Ooh, this is a better hammer than I ever had.
They are quite high quality. They're a little awkward in your hands because they're clearly designed for like Mind Flayer 4-finger claw things. But like you can still use them. Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh.
I love that.
We could build things now. I've been waiting to build things.
Could build a Psypod.
Ooh. I just had a great idea, guys.
Hey guys, do you think if we destroyed the turbine, maybe like if they have a bunch of prisoners, they would get out and cause a lot of chaos? And
yeah, I was also thinking maybe we slash up some of the pipes, dismantle this place. Just
yeah.
What would happen if you did that?
We don't know.
We don't know. But it sounds fun.
It sounds like revenge.
Anything to ruin their plans, really.
Exactly.
Tilt, you look like a strapping young lad. Perhaps you could throw one of these half-built pods into the turbine.
Oh, yeah, I like that one. Like that.
Oh my.
Great idea. I'm going to try to do that.
I love that idea. Make me a... Is anybody assisting him, or are we just watching him try and carry one of these pods?
I'll heave that thing up with him.
Cool. So whichever one of you has a better strength athletics should make a strength athletics check with advantage, please.
I have
+5?
I have a +9.
Oh, then
All right. Two big strong boys.
So it's a 19.
Okay.
Well, with advantage,
Yeah.
it's a 19.
Okay. Yeah, so it takes some doing, right? It takes a few minutes of doing, but you're able to sort of rip one of these pods sort of out of where it's connected to the ground and heft it. It is slow going. I think it's going to sort of it's really going to slow you all down. It'll quarter your speed because it's that big and dense. But you guys you've hefted it up, and you can certainly start moving towards the turbines.
Caracas is kind of hanging back and doing the whole, no, just twist it over that way.
Oh, no. God, he's the worst.
Yeah.
That's why to help like stabilize with my mage hand.
Yeah.
Really.
5 pounds of stabilization.
There you go.
It's probably better than Caracas.
I'm helping.
Old arms could do.
I'm helping.
Yeah.
I love it. All right. So you're heading out of the room and back north towards the turbines?
Heck yeah.
Sure.
All right.
Definitely.
Yeah. So down you go. Like I said, it is slow going, and once you're out back into that chamber where the turbines are, it's again deafeningly loud. But you head forward. Let me have everybody make me, please, wisdom perception checks with disadvantage. Because
I will scout ahead as well.
Great.
Especially if they're moving very slowly.
Yeah. Let's start with Parak.
6.
Okay, you are very busy. You're a very busy boy because you are helping with your mage hand.
Stabilizing.
That's right.
Yes.
Tilt.
24.
All right. How about
Nice.
you, Besh?
22.
All right, and Garakas.
Thanks to reliable talent, also 22.
Oh, right. Excellent. Okay. So you get about halfway down where that second door is that you saw. So you're about halfway between the room that you pulled the pot out of and the turbine room. Ooh, excuse me. And you're headed up, and well, not Besh, but the rest of you think you see a couple of things. First of all, you see something, and it's hard to tell because in the turbine chamber, like, there's a lot of like mist because of all of the churning water, but it looks like you see something sort of scurry around way further north, just past all of the turbines. Some sort of movement there, but it's hard to make out exactly what it is. And the other thing you see is the door that is just to your left, which is the second door, the last door before the turbines. It just sort of pulls shut as if it had been slightly cracked open, and maybe something was sort of peeking out and looking, and then it pulls shut right as you're about to pass it.
Did you see that door? There's something watching us through
What?
that.
Where?
Over there.
Is my mace alerting me that this is danger?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Let me read the exact thing about the mace, but I do not believe so. No.
I was just looking at that as well because I've got the longbow.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, nice.
Let's see. You have and you can't be incapacitated. The magic waken if you're naturally. No, you're good.
Cool.
I'm gonna turn around, so like I'm on like behind, like, you know, at the caboose.
Yes,
and
good.
I'm gonna be like, you guys keep going, and I'm gonna ready conjure animals if something pops out.
Perfect. I love it.
And I'll knock an arrow and do the same thing, leading up to the other direction at the head of the party.
Okay, great.
Oh, yeah, I guess I'll have my. Well, no, we're still carrying
yeah,
that
we're
thing,
still
right?
Yeah, you two are still carrying that. Yes,
Okay.
despite how much Barak thinks he's helping, it is mostly on the two of you. All right, so north you head. And you continue down. It gets loud, somehow it gets louder because as you get closer to the turbines, the sound of them grinding around and around as water passes through them is even louder. Your clothes begin to get damp and then just are soaking wet because of all of the mist from the churning water in this central area. And you see these 4 enormous turbines that are powered by all of this crazy flowing water. There are actually 4 major wheels that are a part of this turbine, one to the north, south, east, and west. Yeah.
That's super cool.
What you doing?
Does it seem likely that we could heave this thing and hit one of those?
Yeah, I mean, both of them are pretty close. Sorry, all of 4 of them, like, if you get up next to the edge of it, are relatively close to the walkways. So yeah, probably.
Are we doing this? Should we do it?
We
I think
totally.
It's a great plan.
Yeah, me too.
All right, if Tilt thinks it's wise, it's wise.
Tilt knows best.
I love
They
it.
call me the smartest guy at the carnival.
All right, let me have, since each of you are going to be heaving this time, let me have each of you make a strength athletics check.
13 that time.
Okay. How about
It's
you,
just
Tilt?
getting heavy.
I also rolled a 13.
Can I help? I'm not
5
terrible.
pounds of mage hand.
I helped.
No, I want to help. But I have a strength of 14.
All right. Go ahead and make an athletics check. Let's see what happens.
No.
Okay. You
I'm just
helped, just like before. Okay, so the thing is, like, it's close enough that all you really need to do is sort of push it into it. So here's what I'm going to say. Why don't you both make me dexterity acrobatics checks?
Yeah, I can do that. It's a 21.
All right.
7.
Oh, no.
So you sort of count 1, 2, 3, and you heave, and the thing sort of clanks, and it falls onto one of these turbines, which does sort of get stuck, and the pod is rattling, and it may not hold forever, but at least for right now, it's certainly stopping the turbine. But unfortunately, in heaving, Tilt overbalances a bit and falls into the water.
Oh no!
Try to reach out and grab him.
Yeah, can I try to grab him?
Both of you can make dexterity saves, I guess. And meanwhile, Tilt, make me a... Is it strength save? Look at this. Hang on a second. Yeah, make me a strength saving throw.
What's going on back there?
Oh my god, right.
21
Okay.
on a dex save.
Okay.
15.
Okay, so what'd you get on your strength save?
23.
Okay, so
Nice.
you managed to sort of swim against the current enough as you hit the water that the two of them, Parak and Besh, are able to get their hands on you. However, in order to drag you out, I need the two of you to make strength athletics checks to pull Tilt, our big boy, out of the water.
17.
280 pounds without the armor.
Good lord.
I know, but I'm pulling with my legs. It didn't help. I rolled a 3.
Oh no!
I got a 17.
Okay, so Besh, you're able to start pulling, but unfortunately Parak is not. So then Parak falls as well into the water, but he's already got his hands on Tilt. So now it's this sort of Githyanki chain with Besh on the shore holding on to Tilt, who's holding on to Parak. Marcus, what are you doing?
Oh, for Vlakith's sake! I'm going to take a rope out of my pack,
Yes.
and I'm going to basically just hold on to one end of it, and I'm going to bonus action dash so I can move super fast, run around the ceiling,
Oh.
to like dangle the rope down as I'm going past.
Oh my god, I love it so much.
I
Okay.
can get to the other walkway and try and tie it onto something.
Okay, I love everything about it.
Because I can't throw the rope out, so I just go stand above them.
Great. Okay, so you're trying to tie it on to anchor it onto something so that it's not just you holding it?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So while you do that, Besh, let's have one more strength athletics check to see if you can hold on long enough for...
That's a 19.
All right, so you can hold on long enough. You're pulling. Tilt is sort of, maybe, kind of, almost out of the water as Garakis finishes tying it off. So you drop it down, and you're dropping it down towards where Parak is at the back of this little Githyanki chain?
Towards Tilt.
Towards Tilt,
Who's
okay.
the furthest into the water.
Okay, great. So, Tilt, you can grab onto that rope, and since Besh had a good yank at you this last time, you can sort of use it and your leverage with Besh to pull you out of the water just enough to get out there. Parak, you are still in there, yes?
No, I'm hanging on to Tilt.
Oh, you're hanging on to Tilt, right? Okay. So why
Definitely
don't
hanging on to
Tilt and Besh, both of you, make me strength athletics checks with advantage since you have sort of the rope as a secondary anchor.
18. Yeah, that's a 25.
All right, and 17.
Yep.
All right, and you're able to pull poor soaking wet Parak out of the water. This has been quite a
Very
commotion.
embarrassed.
It's been a little embarrassing.
Sorry.
No, I think it was
Oh, it's
great.
fine. It
Good.
happens.
It was not great.
No, I'm sorry. Sorry, Tilt.
We've all done much more embarrassing things than that in the line of duty.
I know that's right.
We won't report back on this part.
Okay. Good idea.
Yeah. Who's to say you shouldn't leave just a few gaps here and there in the story? All right. So so the three of you are out of, or all four of you now are out of the water. The two of you have been pulled out of the water. You're sort of collecting yourselves. Two of you are absolutely just dripping, soaking wet. Every inch of you is soaked. The other two of you are not in much better shape in terms of dryness of clothing, just because of all the mist and everything that's been going on. But it's fairly uncomfortable. And while this is happening, let's see. Garak, why don't you make me a wisdom perception check normally? The rest of you make me one with disadvantage since you were otherwise engaged during that whole little process. Parak, how'd we do? Garakas is the one.
7.
Normally. Okay, great. Yep. Well, I mean, you were about to be swept away by a raging river, so that's legit.
Not paying attention.
Yep. Tilt.
3.
Oh, samesies. Besh.
Yep.
1.
You were very busy pulling them out and saving your new friends.
That's right.
Garakas?
Once again, reliable talent saves us. I get a 22.
Right, okay. All right, so Garakas, you, as everyone is sort of catching their breath, are you staying up on the ceiling or are you coming down to them?
I think I'm staying up on the ceiling for now.
So from your vantage point, yeah, exactly. From your vantage point up there, you see a door just to the north. Let me see. Yeah, a door to the north of the turbines open up, and two illithids step out and start heading towards the chamber. What is the word I'm looking for? Turbine. There we go. Chamber. And you can also see from that door that you all passed in the southern hallway, you see that open up, and you see, well, at the moment, I think it's 3 Orogs, just these hulking creatures begin to march out sort of in lockstep, to also heading north towards the turbine chamber.
All right. I would quickly try and sprint back down to tell the others.
Yeah, you've got a bit of time because the illithids to the north are being cautious, and the Orogs to the south are a little further away. So you've got a bit of time there.
I'll sprint down and say, we could possibly rush one of the groups and try and take them out before the others arrive.
And how far away are they again?
At this point, the Orogs to the south are probably 60 or so feet away. The illithids to the north are quite a ways away. They're maybe 150 feet away at this point.
And they see us and they're coming at us?
At this point, it seems that way, yes. Or it seems they're at least aware of you and expecting you.
I agree. We should fight them.
We should. We need a strategy, though. We need a solid strategy. I am low on magic, and I don't know.
What?
I'm just low on magic.
I'm gonna touch Bash and cast resistance.
Okay, I love it. Get
concentration.
Get that extra D4 on your next save.
All I can do until I lose concentration.
Right.
But
hey,
what are we gonna do?
Right. Absolutely.
We all have abilities to hit from a distance, don't we?
True.
Yeah.
Perhaps, Parak, perhaps you could clog up the walkway with some of your bats.
Okay. Well.
Yeah.
I would have to stop concentrating on the resistance, but I can do that.
Heaven forbid Besh loses his D4.
Well, we can both get on the ceiling because I can.
Oh, that's right.
I could fly.
Oh, if you get on the ceiling, I could maybe flood the whole room.
Excuse me?
Well, I can control water.
Oh my god.
That allows me to make vortexes and
my god.
part the water and flood the room.
Oh my god, I love it.
Hilt, you are full of surprises. Praise Vlaka, we found you.
All right.
Good thing I've been asleep for so long.
Yeah. Okay, so at this point, they are close enough that I think we should roll initiative, but I really can't wait to find out what this plan ends up looking like in the heat of battle.
Okay.
Oh.
Does Bash have a ranged attack?
I do, yeah. I pull out my bow.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
All right, so Tilt, what'd you get?
14.
Alrighty. And Besh, how about you?
10.
10. Parak?
18.
18. And Garakas?
13.
13. Okay, and let's see. What the hell did I do with my d20? There it is. Right, the mind flares go on 5 MFs. And because I'm a child. And the, one of the more recent episodes of my podcast was titled The Sack, because we are all 14-year-old boys, and spent an entire episode laughing about an NPC that was carrying a sack. Because we are children.
The biggest one you've ever seen.
All right, and the Orogs are gonna go on on 7. All right. All right. So, Parak, you are at the top of the round. The Orogs have continued to come out of that room, and now there are 8 of them all arrayed down the hallway. And the closest one to you, they're sort of all in a single file line. The closest one to you is probably about 30 feet away at this point. The 2 mind flayers to the north are probably about 60 feet away from you all on the far end of the chamber. What are you going to do?
Okay. This might be really dumb.
But that
But
makes me so excited.
is there dim light or darkness in this room?
I think it is. We'll say dim light. I think there's enough light from the energy of the turbines and a few little sconces, but it's dim.
Okay, if it's dim, then I can cluck the edges of my bat cloak, and I have a fly speed of 40 feet.
I'm obsessed.
So I want to fly up to the ceiling.
Okay.
And I want to cast Conjure Animals.
Okay.
At 3rd level.
Okay.
To conjure 8 giant bats.
Oh my god. Okay.
And I want
these are actual bats, right?
Yes,
Not
these are
ground
actual
bats.
giant bats.
Not ground bats. Okay.
And I want 4 of them to grab Besh and 4 of them to grab Tilt and fly them up to the ceiling with me.
Yes. Take inspiration, Parak. It's genius. I love everything about it. This visual is amazing. If this were a regular show, I would beg for fan art. Amazing. Okay, fantastic. Tilt, you have been scooped up by 4... sorry, Parak, was that all?
I think so, yes.
Not that isn't enough, but...
Their initiative will be a 13.
Okay, great. So, Tilt, you have just been scooped up by 4 giant bats. What are you gonna do?
Okay, so I need advice on the water, like how the water level is working in this room. So I'm guessing there's like a ravine down the center, right?
There's a big circular pool that's maybe like 30 or 40 feet in diameter in the center, and then the water sort of flows out in these little channels or canals to the north, south, east, and west.
Okay, and I'm above it now, right?
Yes.
And then we've got 2 creatures that are going toward the turbine that are like raised above the turbine.
Yes, sorry, the 2 mind flayers, you mean?
Yeah, the 2 mind flayers.
Yeah, so they're sort of walking from the north towards the northern turbine. Yeah.
And are they raised up, or are they on like a mountain, or are they just kind of level with the water?
They're on the walkway that sort of goes all the way around this chamber, so they're maybe a couple of feet above the water. Like the walkway that you all have been standing on is maybe 1 or 2 feet above the water.
Okay. So nothing is more than 20 feet above the water except for us, correct?
Correct.
So if I raised the water level 20 feet, it would submerge everything except us.
Yes. Garakas, you never did come off the ceiling, did you?
I guess, yeah. I did come down.
Oh, you did come down. Okay, so at the moment, Garakas is still on the ground.
Okay, so then Caracas is on the ground. Okay, no, because I can target it with a tidal wave instead of just...
I'm going to call you Caracas from now on. You are the capital of Venezuela.
It's better than Gary.
That's true. It's always that seat that gives us nicknames for you, isn't it?
So Caracas
is
so I can target with a tidal wave instead. So what I'll do is, instead of going after the mind flares, I'll go after the other 3.
Okay, other 8, but yeah.
The other 8, sure, that's even better. With the tidal wave.
Okay, amazing.
Awesome.
Oh my god. Okay.
So it just says that any huge or smaller vehicles struck by the wave have a 25% chance of capsizing. It doesn't really say what it does to just like creatures.
Wait, which one am I looking at? This is control water, or what is this spell?
Yeah, this is control water within the flood area.
Okay, if you choose a large body to transmission, any huge or smaller vehicles, any has a 25% are carried with it. The water level remains. Okay, they're gonna make strength saves. Okay. Is what they're gonna do. I'm gonna do them one at a time because if one of the ones in the front fails, it's gonna smash into the ones behind and give them all disadvantage. So,
great.
The one all the way in front gets. Oh, I should have my Orog stats up. The one all the way in the front gets a non-natural 20, so that one's gonna hold tight against the wave. The one behind him is gonna get an 18. And then it's a natural 1. So, the third one in line gets run back. The second one gets a 6, so that fourth one goes back. That's an 11. The fifth one goes back. That's a 9. The sixth one goes back. This disadvantage is really working for you. That is an 11. What am I on? 6th goes back. That's another natural 1. The 7th goes. And that's an 11, so the 8th goes. Okay, so the first 2 stand tall, and the other 2 are just shoved through this tidal wave back towards... How far does it shove them? Ooh, 20 foot wall that travels from one side of the area to the other. All right, so it's just going to smash them all the way at the wall on the far southern end where you all first entered this chamber.
Yeah, go tilt.
The other 2 are, why don't you, let's see, that's a large amount of water and we're having some fun here. So why don't you roll me 2d10, please, Tilt.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
2d10 is 12.
Okay, so those 2 Orogs are going to take 12 damage because they may have stood strong against the tidal wave, but it was no joke, a battering. 1... 12, Orog 2, 12. All right. Okay, this was quite a sight to see. Who is next? Garakas, you just saw this from front row seat.
Yes. Let's see. I'm going to join my companions up on the ceiling.
Oh, yes, that feels wise.
Running up there.
Yep.
Doesn't look like I'm going to be able to find anywhere to hide, so I might just have to start taking pot shots.
Yeah, it's a pretty open area in here.
Yeah. So I'm going to just fire off an arrow at the lead, the Lithid.
All right, do it.
First one's a 22 to hit.
That will do.
And you know what? I'm going to trip him up.
just cause I can.
Yeah. So 12 piercing damage and a strength save while he falls over.
All right. 12 and a strength save. Nope, that's a 3. Bless him.
So the one in front falls over.
And it's just every time you make one of them fall, there's like sort of this wet splat sound as their tentacles just hit the stone floor. It's satisfying to you and gross to most other creatures. All right, anything else, Garakas?
I'm actually going to move down the ceiling a little bit away from the Illithids.
Away from the Illithids, got it. Okay, the bats, we're going to say, we took their turn a little out of order, but we'll say that them picking up your friends was their turn for this round.
Yeah.
Besh, you are up.
Okay. Where have these bats taken me? Like, how far away am I?
I think just straight up to the ceiling, right? Which is about 30 feet up in this chamber.
Okay. So the nearest enemy then is the Orogs still.
The Orogs and the Illithids depend on if you're looking north or south, yeah. Oh, no, I guess you're right. I guess the Illithids are a little further away. So, yes, the Orogs are closer.
Okay. And there were 2... No. How many of them?
There are 2 left that didn't get swept away by the tidal wave.
Gotcha. So, I'm just going to take aim at the one closest to me and use... it's a bonus action for ensnaring strike.
Oh, no.
So, I'm going to use that.
Okay.
And then fire off 2 bow shots.
I love it.
Both at the same guy. So a 14.
These are Orogs, not Illithids.
And a 16.
Oh no, they both miss. These Orogs are in plate mail, and so both of them just clang off of the lead Orog's armor.
Spell wasted.
Well, okay. you can hold concentration on it for up to a minute, I think, can't you?
Spell stays.
Double check that, but I'm pretty sure ensnaring strikes.
It is concentration up to a minute,
yeah, that's
and
what
then next time I hit it, it has to do that.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, so you got time. You got time. All right, these Orogs are like. It's a good thing they're mind thralls, because otherwise they would get the fuck out of there. All right, they've got javelins, so these two remaining ones are just going to start chucking javelins at you all. Because what else are they going to do? Let's see. There's two of them. We'll call Paracas 1, Tilt 2, Besh 3, and Garakas 4. So that is Parak and Garakas are getting javelins tossed at you. Parak, yours is a 14 to hit.
Oh, nope.
All right, and Besh, yours is a 16 to hit. 16 hit you?
Oh, yeah, sorry, no.
Okay. All right, so both of those javelins fly wide as these clearly mind-controlled Orogs these clearly mind-controlled Orogs keep hurling these javelins at you. It looks like they each have 2 more on their backs. At this point, that poor Mind Flayer that face planted onto the ground sort of struggles up. And they look up to you, and they are both going to release Mind Blasts. So I need you all to make intelligence saving throws. Oh, you know what? Only one of them is going to Mind Blast. The other one is going to levitate and start to head up towards you.
22.
That's fine.
Natural 20.
That's fine.
16.
That is enough.
9.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Oh. Make your con save while I roll up this damage to hold concentration on your bads.
Nope.
Oh no! What'd you get?
For cons, 5.
Oh no!
Oh.
It literally doesn't even matter how much damage I do. I did 10. 16 plus 4 is 20 psychic damage. And you are stunned. Oh shit, so wait.
Wait, can I... Okay, do I automatically lose concentration if I'm stunned?
You do not, but that con save meant that you took that damage. So.
Can I use my inspiration?
Yes, absolutely you can.
I just remembered that.
Absolutely you can.
Oh, that's a nat 20.
In fact, why don't we say you used your inspiration on the original intelligence save?
Okay, sure.
Great.
There you go.
All right, great. So nobody takes damage on this Mind Blast. One of the illithids floats up, levitates up 15 feet. All right. Whose turn is it? We're back at the top of the round, so Parak, you are up.
Okay. I'm going to attack the levitating one with a frostbite.
Okay, great. It's a Constitution save?
Yes.
All right. I don't think that's going to make it. That is only an 11.
No. Takes 9 cold damage.
Okay, and it has to make a Constitution save to keep its levitate up. That's a 1, so it goes crashing down into the water.
Yes.
And
it
gets,
like it?
Let's see.
Oh, God.
Its strength is shit too, so it just it hits the water and shoots out of the room to the let's see what direction, to the east. It just fires down that channel to the east.
Oh, God.
Excellent. So that one is out of commission. Tilt, you are up.
Okay, so I can so I've got this spell up from the concentration, so I can use my action to make another tidal wave. Can I use a bonus action to cast a spell in this turn?
Yeah, as long as it's not a concentration spell.
Right. Oh, that's a good question.
What spell are you thinking?
It is a concentration. No, it isn't. It isn't. Spiritual weapon. Okay,
Spiritual weapon is not, weirdly. It's not.
Yeah, I know. I always think it is.
Me too.
So yes, I'm gonna re-tidal wave the 2 standing what are they again?
Orogs.
Oh, the Orogs. Yep. Oh,
yes.
Bless them.
I want to smash the Orogs one more time with the tidal wave, the 2 that withstood it last time.
All right, so the first one gets a...
Reunite them with their friends.
Yeah, right. The first one gets a 13, so that's not going to do it. He's going to smack into his friend, which means the second one gets a 10. So both of them get thrown to the back of the room. And just like some of the other Orogs were trying to like start standing up to head north again. And they just get smacked down by their two remaining friends smacking into them. So all those Orogs are prone and way the hell south again.
Nice.
Nicely done.
So then I guess I'll use my spiritual weapon. I'll call down what looks like a giant cotton candy mallet.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Like spun sugar.
King DDD from Kirby.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I'll call that down. There's a mind flare still hanging out to the north, right?
There is a mind flare to the north. Yes.
Okay, so I just want to call it down onto to that mind flare.
Yeah, do
it. At a higher level, at third. Is it third level?
It starts
at
third
level.
level. So
yeah, at third level.
All right. So it's an extra D8 if it hits. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Okay.
With your wisdom modifier and your proficiency, obviously.
Oh,
plus 6, I think.
11. So 22.
Oh, yes, that will do.
Okay, so how many D8 is there?
I believe it's 2D8 at
2D8?
third level.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 13.
When you guys are using yeah. 13. All right. It is
13 points of force damage.
Here we go. 13 damage.
That made me hungry.
All right. It sort of whips around and looks at this giant mallet and is a little concerned. Garakas, you are up.
All right. While it's distracted, I'll scoot around the side of the party a little bit, fire a shot past them.
Do it.
27 to hit.
This is at the mind flare, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm just gonna taunt this guy. I'm gonna trick him again.
Oh, you are the worst.
15 piercing damage.
Oh my god, it's a 5.
Yeah.
So wait, what was the total damage? Sorry.
15.
15. All right. This poor
He's
guy.
just got an arrow in each leg now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Anyone? No?
Yes.
All right, good. Thank you. All right. All right. The bats. Are the bats doing anything other than keeping you all aloft?
No, they're just keeping you up there.
Good boys. Good boys. Besh, you're up.
Okay, changing tactic slightly, just target slightly rather.
Yeah.
I'll go for the nearest mind flare because I don't think I can hit these Orogs.
They're a little far away at this point.
So there's a close enough mind flare that I can attack.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah, I'll take 2 shots at the nearest mind flare.
Do the thing.
And hope ensnaring strike works. So that's 14 plus 8.
That'll do.
And then natural 1 plus 8.
That will not do.
Okay.
That when you just accidentally drop your air. The bats are sort of, as they beat their wings, you're sort of bouncing up and down. You just
I shoot way wide.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. So 6 damage, and then it has to make a strength saving check for ensnaring vines.
Oh boy, because we all know how well that goes. That's a 9.
Okay, so next round
That's
damage.
A 9.
Do the vines grapple them or anything?
It's grappled now. It didn't make its save.
Beautiful. It means it can't stand up.
That's not going to be great for it. All right. That was Besh. The Orogs are going to try and clamber to their feet from down south, but it's going to take them a while, so that's what they're working on. The Mind Flayer is so angry. Let's see if it gets its Mind Blast back.
Is that the one I hit?
Yeah.
It takes 1d6 of damage.
All right.
I'd like to shout, kind of like feeble Mind Flare.
Oh.
So it takes a whopping 2 damage.
Hey, that is more than 0 damage. All right. So let me have. Oh, I know Garakas is going to see it. So that one is having real trouble and can't get up. But that door that the Orogs came from in the south opens up again, and 2 more Mind Flayers step out from that door and begin heading north. How big is there? Mind Blast. Oh, it's a 60-foot cone, so everybody make intelligence saves.
17.
24.
That'll do,
15.
that'll do. 15 is enough.
14.
Oh, no!
Dang it.
Okay. I don't know how I keep losing my d8s. 1, 2, 3. Make a Constitution save, Parak.
Okay.
Meanwhile... Ooh.
Okay.
How'd you do?
That's a 19.
Okay, that'll be enough to hold concentration, but this is a lot of damage. 11, 18, 26 plus 4 is 30 psychic damage.
All right.
Ow.
All right. It's okay.
All right. Next up is... That was the mind... Oh, no, you're stunned.
Yeah, I fall.
Yeah, you do. Oh, dear.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Do I go shooting out after that other mind flare?
I think you
wherever he went.
might. I think that you might. Roll a d4, because when you're stunned, you automatically fail strength saves. So
Yeah.
roll a d4, and we'll see which way you go shooting.
Oh boy. Okay, there's a 4.
Oh no, you're going south. You're going towards the O-Rocks.
Oh no.
Oh wait, no. That's where the water's coming from. I totally lied to you.
Okay.
I told you to roll the wrong die. Roll a d6.
Okay. That's a 3.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. So you do go heading east with where that other mind flare went.
Awesome.
All right, so you see Parak just sort of seize up, drop into the water, and shoot off towards the east. I love it. You keep things interesting. What can I say? Alrighty, we're back to the top of the round. Ooh, Parak, make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay. I'm trying to see if my conjure animals has a range. I think they stay.
I think they do too. Excuse me.
Intelligence.
Yes, intelligence save.
Okay, thank God. That's a 21.
Hey, you are no longer stunned, so that's a thing.
Awesome.
You come to, however, and realize that you have traveled quite a ways and you are quite damp.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Again.
Good. Tilt, you're up.
Okay, so is she in the water?
Yes, he is in the water, yeah.
Yeah. Very far away now. But the
But
bats
also-
are still fine. I guess.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, he's about, by this point, he's about 30 feet east. You can maybe just barely make him out in the distance to the east.
Maybe the bats just defend themselves, otherwise they don't do anything.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So he's to the east. So if he's to the east, how targeted is my control water?
That's a good question.
So I've done 2 tidal waves. I would like to, here's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
I would like to now get everything that's in the water just to the south. So everyone that I've slammed to the south,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to get all of them and reversed water to the north to throw them into the turbine.
Oh, funny. Okay, so you can, with control water, you can redirect the flow of the water.
Right. Can I target that just on the water to the south?
Sure.
Okay.
Awesome.
So that's what I want to do. I want to switch it from flood/tidal wave to redirect water,
Okay.
and redirect the water to the north to try to pull all of them into the turbine and just kind of thrash them.
Hilarious. Okay.
This is the best.
They are all going to make
Vicious.
strength saves.
I want this spell.
Yeah.
know, right?
I was banking on there being some water to have some fun with.
So awesome.
You're welcome.
What's the name of this dungeon anyway? It's
Yeah, right. The Seadeeps, one would hope. Although, honestly, I'll never understand why it's called that. It's there's a river, but anyway. All right. All right. So let's see. 1, 2, 3 Orogs make it. What's your spell save DC?
14.
14. 4. So half of the Orogs manage to resist the flow, but the other half go smashing into this turbine, which is currently. So on the one hand, it's not going to chop them up because this is the turbine that you dropped the pod into. But on the other hand, that pod is still there and is definitely going to cause even more damage to them as they slam into it. So why don't you roll me 4d10 tilt? And in fact, 21.
21.
And in fact, how many hit points do these Orogs have? That might be enough to kill a couple of them.
Oops.
That's enough to kill 2 of them.
Yay!
With their last damage. 21, that's 3 and 4. And since they all slam into the pod, I think you all can sort of look down and tell that it looks like the pod is beginning to become dislodged from that turbine. Whether that's good or bad for you all, I think that's a matter of point of view at this point. But it looks like maybe in the next few seconds that pod might come loose and that turbine might start working again. Yeah, go ahead.
The spiritual weapon is still next to a mind flare.
Yes.
So I would like to then use that.
And that mind flare is prone, so it has advantage.
Great. Oh, not great. Shit. 8.
That's not gonna do it. All right, so it swings and the mind flare just sort of like whips its head to the side and avoids the cotton candy mallet. Garakas.
Well, spin around to the 2 that are now approaching from the south.
Yeah.
And I guess I'll fire off at whichever one's in the lead there.
Sure.
25 to hit.
That'll do.
And you know what? Just because it's been fun so far, let's trip him up.
You are just awful.
11 piercing damage.
That's a natural 1. I think he falls and he trips the other one. So you hear
nice.
2 wet smacks. How much was the damage?
It was 11.
11. All right. So yeah, with that natural 1, he like falls backwards, slams into his friend, and both of them are now prone on the ground.
I'm also going to bonus action dash.
Okay.
And move 40 feet to chase down Parak.
Yes. Yes. Great. Staying on the ceiling, I assume.
Yes.
Yes. All right. All right. The bats are going to continue to hold you all aloft. Besh.
Take another shot at that.
The prone one up north?
Yes.
All right.
Another 2 shots. Okay. So an 11 and a 14.
No, those do not hit. All right. So you put, it's like the illithid maybe thinks you're trying to intimidate him as you put arrows just on either side of his head.
Thank you for that.
All right. The Orogs, oh bless them, I don't even know what's happening. So the 4 that are still at the south end are continuing to try and get up and move forward, and they make it, I don't know, 15 feet or so. The 2 that are still alive and trapped in this turbine are going to try and get out. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so one of them manages to hold on to the pod, but doesn't crawl out of the water. The other one though does manage to grab the lip and the area there, the walkway area there, and haul himself out of the water. But that will take his action. Mind flayers. Okay, can the one that's ensnared use like a strength check to get out or something?
Yeah, it's against 15.
Great, so it's gonna do that. Hey, that's a 16, but it's gonna take its action, so not to worry.
It still has to. Does it still have to take the D6?
It does, because it does that at the beginning of the turn, I believe.
So 3 more.
Okay. All right, but it does manage to get up. The 2 that are prone start like shoving at each other and trying to stand up, and they get tangled in each other for a moment. But they manage to get up. Let's see if either of them recharge their mind blast. They do not. So they're both going to start to levitate 15 feet off the ground and sort of kick off the wall to head towards you all, but they haven't quite made it yet. All right, Parak.
I want to get out of the water.
That's a really good question. Make a strength athletics check.
Okie dokie. Ooh, that's an 8.
Okay, so you get swept along another 30 feet. You end up in, now you can see that you're in a pool, like a smaller pool, just like the one to the south where you all first entered this sort of nexus area. But this one's to the east, and you can feel yourself sort of starting to get pulled under as clearly the current that enters here continues on outside of this chamber. But at the moment, you're still above water and breathing.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Tilt, you are up.
Oh, okay. So there's 4 that are swimming from south to north, and 1 got out of the water, and 1's sitting on the pod, right? Or like
the 4 in the south are walking, so they're sort of walking. Yeah, they're on the walk. I mean, slowly. They're on the walkway, but but they just have managed to get up and are walking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then what I want to do is
boy.
the water. I want to target the water just north of where the Orog that just got out is. So north of the pod, right? And I want to do another tidal wave from north to south.
Oh, good lord. Okay, that will get all 8 Orogs and those 2 Mind Flayers. Excellent. All right.
6 Orogs. 2 of them already died.
Oh, that's right. 6 Orogs. You're absolutely right. All right, let's see.
Tidal wave.
Nope. 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 Nope.
Ooh.
Nope.
That's great.
So all 6 Orogs go flying back. The Mind Flayers don't really stay. Oh! I was gonna say they don't stand a chance because they're rolling with disadvantage and they have shit strength, but that's a 20 and a 19. Okay, so one of the Mind Flayers just manages to hold strong against your tidal wave. The other, however, does not. All right, so give me another 2d8 or 2d10 rather for bludgeoning damage.
Okay. 9.
9. All right.
And then is my spiritual weapon still near a mind flare?
It is, because it's near the one up to the north that's still that just stood up from prone on the ground.
It just stood up. Okay, so it's not with advantage. I'll take a swing at it again.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, I got a natural 1.
Oh. I don't even know.
I think I deserve to lose that spiritual weapon, don't you?
No, that's no good. I think it just I don't know. Spiritual weapon's a hard thing to like backfire, right? Like, especially if you're not near it. So it's an embarrassingly wide swing. That's what we'll say. All right. That was Tilt Caracas.
Again, I'll just try and race towards wherever.
Yeah, I think you can. I think you probably get to Parak at this point because you're moving pretty quickly too up there with your cunning actions and such.
If I do the cunning action dash, I can move 80 feet.
Exactly.
So I would rush down to wherever he is in the water, and as weak as I am, I will try and hold a hand out and
I love everything about it. Make me a strength athletics check.
Ooh, come on. Oh, 17.
All right, that's enough to grab hold. Yeah, that'll keep Parak from going. So, Parak, you'll make an athletics check with advantage on your turn to see if you can pull yourself out with Garak's help.
And I think Garakas is holding onto the railing and has his bow and has stuck the bow out.
Yes, I love it.
For Parak to grab onto.
I love it. It's a good thing that Parak is a smaller boy than some of your other teammates. All right, Besh, you're up.
Yeah, Besh is like just disappointed in his arrows and will cast conjure animals.
Oh no, so many creatures.
And is going to conjure 2 giant octopi.
Oh my god, yes.
And if I can, if you'll allow it, 1 to go to, like, we have enemies in either direction. True or false? I'll send 1 at the nearest thing in each direction.
Well, there is an Illithid still to the south, so yes, you can do that.
Okay, I will do.
Amazing. All right, so roll initiative for him, and we'll add him into the order.
Fighting tentacles with tentacles.
This is quite the initiative list I've got here. It's got bats and octopi and MFs and...
1 gets a 4. It doesn't get like my dex or anything.
No, it gets their dex, and we'll just put them together. So we'll just do that.
So 5 and 20.
Oh, so. I'm gonna put them both in the same initiative. So we'll call it 20.
Okay,
it's fine.
Cool.
All right, octopi have been added to the initiative order. All right, amazing. Orogs. Oh lordy. Yeah, I mean they're gonna get up and keep trudging forward because they're mind controlled. So. That's what they do, but they're not anywhere near you, so it's all good. Okay, the Mind Flayers. Let's see. That one to the south is also going to have to haul his ass up and start walking north. The one that just is now next to or very near to a giant octopus is, like, not real pleased with this turn of events. So I guess it's going to try and attack the octopus? This is weird. Tentacled creature attacking octopus. It feels somehow wrong. Oh lord. I think that's it's a 16 to hit. Does 16 hit the octopus?
Oh yeah.
All right. So the octopus needs to The octopus needs to make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh yeah, okay, with a -3. So here we go.
They're better than the bats.
It's true.
So that puts it at a 3.
Okay, excellent. So it is currently stunned and grappled by this mind flayer, and it takes 18 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
Really good. The one up north, let's see if it gets its mind blast back. It does not. So it is going to start to try and levitate again to head up to you all. Those are the MFs. Okay, octopi. It's their turn.
Okay, so the one can't do anything.
The one that's
correct?
down south is grappled and stunned. Needs to make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay. So that's a 10.
That was not. It's better.
And then the other one is closest to an Orog.
Is closest to the mind flayer to the north.
Just gonna attack that mind flayer.
All right, do the thing.
Which would be a 14 to hit.
Oh, it needs a 15. So it just all of the tentacles. It's just like, I don't even know. It's just a mess of tentacles. You can barely even tell who's hitting whom. All right. Parak, let's have that strength athletics check with advantage. See if you can haul yourself out.
That is a 16.
That'll be enough. All right, so you haul yourself out of the water. And you turn to look and you see that your dear bats are still holding on.
Okay. Thanks, Caracas.
Not getting out of the fight this easily.
Good. All right, I think that'll be your action, but if you've got a move or a bonus action that you want to do, Parak, be my guest.
I will start heading back towards the battle.
All right, head that way. Tilt, you're up.
So, this is really helpful to be able to control water, right? So am I using an action or a bonus action to do my water stuff?
I think the spell says it's an action.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to. There's an octopus in the south now.
Yes.
Everybody, screw it. The octopi, they swim, right?
They do.
Right? Like, I'm going to tidal wave from north to south again.
Great. I love it. Oh, that's a 15. What's your spell save DC?
14.
All right, so somehow that weak-ass little illithid is just hold on for dear life. Just hold on for dear life. Of course, everybody down south gets smacked with it, so roll me another 2d10.
Okay. Reset. Roll. Nope. Reset. There we go. That's 2d10, not 1d10. Roll. 12.
All right. That poor guy.
Slowly battering them down with waves.
In fact, I think 2 more Orogs die.
It's like the floor is tilted against you.
It's like one of those whatever toy, like old, you know what I mean, like Sharper Image, whatever's. Great, I love it. Garakas.
All right. Turn around once again, back up onto the ceiling. Probably a bonus action dash to get closer, and there was a levitating illithid close to.
There is a levitating illithid that is grappling a giant octopus. Wait, that might actually. What size? No, it's not grappling the giant octopus. That's too big for it. Never mind.
Okay.
It is. I mean, it's the octopus is still stunned and everything, but it's not.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, I guess it isn't stunned. Anyway.
Was the other octopus not stunned and close to the other illithid?
That is true. Yes.
Cool. Then I will try and get my sneak attack by shooting the one close to that.
Do the thing.
27 to hit.
That will do. This poor illithid has. It's like just killed me. Just end it.
10, 20, 24, 28.
Oh,
That's 31 damage.
You whoever's Besh, you speak deep speech, right?
Yeah.
You just hear it like murmur, "Oh, thank you," as it dies.
It was like levitating across and just pick it out of the air.
I love it. I love it. Besh, you're up.
Okay. The nearest mind flayer, 2 arrows.
Yep, that's the one next to your southern octopus.
last time I'm doing that. Oh my god.
Oh no.
So 17 plus 8.
That'll do.
25, and then 5 plus 8, which is 13.
Close. Not quite.
Okay. 1d8. 3, 6 damage.
That's, again, more than 0 damage. All right.
And then, can I use any sort of movement with these bats, or am I like I just kind of pictured myself as being like stuck there.
Yeah, I mean, you sort of are. If you want to move, you could probably like ask Parak to order them to go elsewhere, but at the moment, yeah.
Okay, just 2 other quick questions, and then I'm done with my turn.
Yeah, that's fine.
There's like 2 bats holding me up, or
I think there
what
are
is
4.
4 bats holding me up. Yeah, that's why I have no.
Right.
How many it would take?
And then, okay, actually, two questions. I'm 30 feet off the ground. How deep is the water?
Have you been changing? You haven't been changing the level of it, right, Tilt? Or have you?
Because it's part of the flood, where the tidal wave hit is 20 feet above sea level. But I haven't like flooded the room.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, where you are is probably right around on the edge of that, so the water is anywhere from 10 to 30 feet below you.
Okay, but would I be swimming if I were down there, or standing in it?
Oh, you would definitely be swimming. Like every time somebody's hit the water, like it's deep enough and the current is fast enough that, yeah, there'd be no standing.
Okay. All right, well, that's my turn.
No. Excellent. Besh, Orogs. Oh god, they're still trying. What mind flayers are left? There's the one with the octopus that just really wants to kill this octopus because it feels like it needs to kill something to feel a little bit better about itself because it just knows it's not going well. So it's going to try and smack the octopus again. Oh, wait, I should see first if it has its mind blessed. Oh, it does. So in that case, I guess just Tilt and Besh and the octopus at this point need to make intelligence saving throws.
4.
Oh.
16.
All right.
Oh, I can't believe this is happening.
Yeah.
How about the
With a
octopus?
-1 to intelligence.
How about the octopus, Besh?
I'm sorry.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
I can't. No, I got a 0.
Oh. All right, so the octopus and you both take 12, 17, 24, 28 psychic damage, and you are both stunned.
This is the octopus that was already damaged?
Yeah.
Okay. Still alive.
Yeah. All right. The Illithid looks sort of like sadly pleased that at least it did something. Octopi's turn, so the stunned one that just got hit can make an intelligence save to see if it gets unstunned. This should be fun.
Okay. Yep. So no, it can't. And then so I know it doesn't have like an action really, but like can it maybe as like a reaction use its ink cloud to just like in fear just 20-foot radius cloud of ink?
Sure.
Okay, so there's just heavily obscured inky water surrounding this, which is probably not useful to anybody.
I mean, it might be eventually. I have seen a lot of strange things suddenly become useful since I started playing with you all, so who knows?
Yeah, so that one's just surrounded in ink.
All right.
Yeah, it can't move.
Okay, how about the other one?
The other one, it needed to make a check.
No,
well.
it's fine. It was out of the...
Oh, it's its turn.
Yeah, it's its turn.
So it's attacking. I rolled a 16.
So it can swim down and try and attack the other that Illithid that's trying to kill its brethren, and a 16 will hit.
Okay, and so that does 2d6 plus 3 bludgeoning damage.
That'll do.
So 2d6 is 5 plus 3. That's 8 bludgeoning damage, and if the target is a creature, it is grappled with an escape DC of 16.
Oh, 2 can play at this grappling game.
That's right.
I love it. What did I do? How do I lose here? What was the damage? 8 damage?
Yes.
All right. Oops. There we go. And it's grappled. Hilarious. Parak.
All right, I'm gonna keep heading back.
Yeah,
how far away are they from me?
Well, let's see. Let me just do a quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and you moved last time, so they're about 60 feet from you. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe like 70.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna move 30, and then I'm gonna cast Frostbite, I guess.
Yeah. On what? On the Illithid?
Yes.
Right.
If I see an Illithid, I'm going for that.
Yeah, you do. All right. Con save, right?
Yes.
11.
No. And it takes 9 cold damage.
All right. It's just like, what now? What? God. Tilt.
Ooh. I think I'm going to do another tidal wave.
Oh my god.
It's been working really well so far.
Yeah.
So actually, the octopus needs to make a strength saving throw because it's currently grappling that illithid.
Ooh.
You're muted.
19.
19. Okay. So the octopus manages to hold the illithid in place. The other octopus, however, goes slamming south because it's stunned. And of course, since it's a giant octopus, all of its arms just trip up all of the remaining Orogs and illithid that are trying to make their way north. Go ahead and roll 2d10.
9.
All right. Mercy.
And when he sees the octopus get bashed against the southern part, he's going to say, "Take that, weird-looking mind flare."
Yes, I love it. All right, Besh, your octopus also should take 9 bludgeoning damage as it withstands that wave.
Is that okay?
The damaged one.
It's dead.
Oh no!
Yeah. Just turned to jelly. Disappeared.
Gross. Caracas, you're up.
All right, seeing that Mind Flayer is no longer engaged, I will hang back a little bit and I will ready a shot for if it continues levitating towards the
right.
rest of the party.
Right, it was trying to do that, wasn't it? Okay, great. You
Take
got
an
it.
arrow and just kind of like trained on it and tracking it for now.
Yep. Besh, you are up.
Oh, Besh is frustrated and sad. He is going to, let me just see if I can even do this real quick. Sorry. Nope, because that's concentration. All right, he's going to take, he's just going to fire up the bow again.
Alrighty.
2 shots at the nearest enemy. Ooh, and so one of them should hit with a 25.
That'll do.
Yep, and 20. 6 damage. Useless.
Excellent. All right, the Orogs continue trudging forward, and then you all see them sort of stop and turn around and start trudging back south. And the Mind Flayer that's in here, like, he's levitating a little ways off the ground because he already was, and he just, like, pushes off the wall and starts, like, hightailing it south away from you all. And they all appear to be in retreat, at least for the moment. All right, we'll do another round just because I'm curious what you all are going to do as the Mind Flayers and Orogs retreat. So Octopus, the remaining live octopus that's down south now with all of the other Orogs and Mind Flayers, what's it doing?
It's just attacking whatever it can.
Great, I love it.
Yeah, preferably a Mind Flayer.
Sure.
With an eye on restraining it.
Sure.
So. It's a natural 1.
It's upside down. It's trying to get its bearings after the tidal wave. Parak.
Okay, what Parak wants to do is he sees Garacus readying his bow, and he knows that he does really good if like enemies are being distracted. So Parak wants to cast jump on himself. And try to leap towards this Mind Flare and like grab his feet. And I think I looked up a calculator. I think I can grab something with jump 24 feet off the ground.
That sounds about right. What's your strength modifier?
+2.
Yep, that's about right.
That's what I want to do if I can.
Amazing. Make a... Oh my god. Let's see.
There's somebody on it so Garacus can get his...
let's call it acrobatics. Make me an acrobatics check.
Okay. Oh, be good to me, dice. Yes, 17. 19.
Even better. Yes, AC 15. So sure, why not? So yes, so you leap and you grab the legs of this Mind Flayer.
And it's like
it just turns around, and Besh, you hear it go. You can't really. Oh my god, amazing.
Parak, you're crazy. And I love it.
That's exactly what I was going to say. And I love it. I love it. Tilt.
I'll take my reaction.
Yes, absolutely. Sorry, I forgot. Yeah. Don't roll a 1.
25 to hit.
All right.
Yes.
12, 13, 16, 21, 23, 31, 34 damage.
Oh, no.
Teamwork.
So it worked. The illithid dies and goes crashing down into the water.
With Parak.
With Parak.
Worth it.
Parak, roll a D. Let's see. You were sort of down south a little ways, so roll a D6.
Okay. 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you start heading straight north, but at this point, like, that southern area is so clogged that, like, you don't get too far yet. You start to pick up speed, but you haven't gone too far yet. All right, Tilt, it's your turn.
So they're in retreat. They're out of the water.
Yes.
Is there any? There's no one else really around threatening us.
No,
right?
everyone is fucking running.
And there's a pod. There's a scary pod thing at the bottom of the turbine.
Oh, good lord, yes. And I think at this exact moment, after 84 tidal waves, it dislodges.
Dislodges?
Yes.
Then I will switch my control of the water to a to a whirlpool where the pod is.
Okay.
Kind of whip it around to just destroy that turbine.
I love it. Yes. I love that. So around and around it goes, and you just hear horrible screeching sounds. All right, Garakas.
Let's see. I will use my action to dash. Use my cunning action to dash.
Uh-huh.
And if that's not enough speed, I'll use a action surge to do another dash.
Where are you going, sir?
I'm going to wherever we tied off that rope.
Oh my god.
So I can pick it up and once again rush over and drop it down to Parak.
Oh yeah, I think that will take all 3 of those because you'll have to go up, get it, untie it, and then also head towards where Parak is. So yeah, it'll take all of that, but you can make it.
I'm doing another Sonic the Hedgehog just round.
I love it. I love it. All right, and so you've dropped the rope down for Parak. Besh, you are up.
And there's nobody near the retreating creatures, is there?
No, I mean, your octopus.
My worthless octopus. Would you
that wasn't
say...
worth it. That was minutes of entertainment.
Would you say that is within 60 feet of where I'm at now, or where these bats have maybe taken me?
No, I think they're a little further than 60 feet at this point, unfortunately.
Cool. Then I'm gonna just knock 2 more super useful arrows.
Do it. There is still a mind flayer down there, so you can do it.
Okay. Now, well, we got another one. One hits.
My God.
The 16.
Okay.
1d8. Ooh, so 10 damage on that one.
This one hadn't been damaged quite as much as the others. So he's not feeling great, but he's still up. Oh, lordy. Run! Tell the story! All right. That was Bash. The Orogs and the MFs are just getting the F out. And they sort of retreat back the way that you all came. Okay. So if you want to give chase, that's super fine. But they are literally in a different chamber at this point. Are you going to want to give chase? Because if you are, we'll keep an initiative. That's fine.
I mean, Parak would, but I'm also in the water right now, so I'm not really in a position to be making the decision.
Yeah, and I can't control where I'm at.
Excellent point.
We've done some good damage. Time to regroup.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, regroup is good.
All right, so Parak, go ahead and make me a strength athletics check with advantage, just to make sure you can grab that rope without flying away. All
right, athletics.
Yeah.
17.
Okay, yeah, no problem. So you grab the rope, you're able to get Parak out. You're all just absolutely soaked to the bone.
Can't believe we got that last one.
And Tilt, I'm gonna say that because there were actually 4 different sort of turbine areas in this chamber, so I'm just gonna say that you keep that whirlpool going. How long does the spell last? 10 minutes, right?
10 minutes.
Yeah, so you just keep it going for a while to really make sure that all 4 of them are destroyed. So it's gonna take a little while, but it's definitely working. So I'll inform you when it's complete.
The wheels on the bus go round.
Oh my god.
Round and round.
I
All
love
the
it.
bats lower than down. And I'm gonna high five Garacus, and then I'm gonna pat all my bat buddies on the nose. Good job, boys.
Thank you.
Amazing. Amazing.
And they stay for an hour, so I'm just gonna keep them around.
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
They're just standing like awkwardly.
I love it. All right, so while Tilt's whirlpool continues to destroy these turbines, what are you all doing?
Have I landed at this point? Am I near? Like, I'd like to just...
You certainly could. I mean, yeah, you could easily ask Parak to have the bats let you down.
Parak.
I have everybody come down.
Come down.
Does anybody look injured?
I can't imagine. Well, actually, I don't know. Maybe not.
You did pretty well on that.
I'll be all right. I've been worse today.
I mean, same.
Okay,
Well, I'm gonna save. All right, I'm gonna save them in case somebody goes down.
Yeah, just in case.
Yes, learn that the hard way.
I feel very drained though, and
yeah,
I think we're in hostile, very, very hostile territory, and really do need to regroup. We've saved Tilt from certain death.
Thanks.
And
here's an idea, you guys. Remember how we couldn't get back home because there was a wall of force and we used all our Misty Step?
Yeah, remember that?
And remember how we found Tilt and he can make doorways through stone?
Yes.
Do you guys want to try to go home maybe?
Yes.
Would that, I don't know if we'll be able to get through or around, but
I'm worried about how many doors we have to go through to get there first. Tilt, how many times do you think you could do that trick?
Let me see. You really like the trick, do you?
Yeah.
I'm done with the whirlpooling, right?
Sure.
Okay. I would like to pray to my god, the god of beer.
My favorite one.
Yeah, right.
I made this so quickly, and I need to remember her name.
Girl god of beer.
Ninkasi,
Obviously.
the god of beer and mead.
I love it.
Ninkasi, I would like to use my divine intervention to let my friend Besh be able to also make stone doorways.
Holy shit.
I really like it a lot.
Wow. Okay, great. That's a percentile roll, right?
Yep.
Shit, I haven't played with a cleric that was high enough lever to do
I rolled a three.
Shut up.
I'm screenshotting it.
I mean, I believe you, but oh my god. Okay. Wow. Well, cool.
He's been really nice to me, and he keeps asking me to make these doorways
He
for
has.
him. I feel like we're not going to be together forever, and I'd like him to be able to get through doors too.
God, I love it. Okay. What level spell is Stone Shape?
4 or 5. Hold on, let me see.
Okay.
Stone Shape is.
I really like it.
What is this feature?
Divine intervention. So high level clerics can implore their god once a week for for anything, basically. And they roll percentile, and if they roll lower than their cleric level, their god intervenes in a way that the DM chooses. So
that's amazing.
Yeah.
4th level spell.
5th?
4th.
Okay. So let's just say this then. Why don't we just say that Garacus, you learn the spell Stone Shape since you can cast 4th level spells?
Oh, I can cast 4th level.
That was for Besh. No.
Besh. I'm sorry, Besh, not Garacus. Besh. Sorry. Yeah, since you have a 4th level spell slot that is available to you, you have a new spell that you know, and it is Stone Shape.
What is the name of your god again?
Because I'm a fan.
My god is Ninkasi. She is really good at making people happy with beer and liquor.
I'm on board.
I know, right?
I mean, Do I need to offer anything up to her? Because I will. This is amazing.
No, she's favored me for many years now, and she does some things when I ask her.
That's amazing. Well, thank you, and thanking Kasi.
I love it.
Of course.
All right. I okay. This is. If I thought last week went off the rails. Cool. Okay, so great. So the turbines have been destroyed. The power in this place has been the power source of this place. This evil, awful, illithid place has been completely disrupted. Divine intervention has allowed our ranger to cast a new spell. And Tilt, I feel like at this point you're feeling pretty good about the payback for your friends, or at least some of it.
Thanks for saving me, guys. I need to hunt down everyone who killed my family.
Oh,
and I'm going to cast Meld into Stone and just kind of like elevator down into the floor. Real.
I'm obsessed.
Okay.
And as quickly as he was there, Tilt is gone, and it's amazing to watch. And you'll always have that memory of him just being like, bye, and melting into the floor. Fantastic. It's a little early, but this is a great actually a great place before what happens next. So I think that's where we're gonna call it for this evening. We've got one more week of this level next Wednesday, same time, same place, where hopefully Verbane will have sorted out his issues and will be able to rejoin the party. First of all, thank you all for watching and for hanging out, and a huge thank you to John for joining in this week. I love Tilt. He was awesome.
Anytime, guys. I like Tilt too.
Yeah, that was so fun. So, okay, here's what we're going to do. To wrap this up, we're going to go around just like we did last week. Everybody, let us know your name, who you played, where we can find you on social media if you would like to share that information. And then let us know your favorite moment from this evening's game. Let's start with Sean.
Yeah, I'm Sean Goodison. I was playing the elderly Garacus. You can find me on Twitter @HighScoreKid. Hit me up for D&D character commissions, all that kind of good illustration stuff. Favorite moment from tonight? I think possibly Tilt bursting out of the pod and then just immediately blasting literally everything.
Everything.
Like, not even friend or foe, just like a panic instant attack and hitting everybody.
I love it.
And then charging in straight away, which is great.
I love it. Perfect. All right, let's go to the other side. Steve.
Name's Steve. Social media @Hustle and Fro on Twitter and Instagram. Instagram, if you like the pictures of things that are like green or pictures of things that are herons, that's what you'll find there.
So specific and amazing.
That's like about it that's going on with my social media.
I love it.
I had a great time tonight being the world's worst bow ranger.
Or was it the best? Those were precision shots, just not precisely where you wanted them.
Right, yeah, they were very intimidating, so thank you for that. Obvious MVP being Tilt, and obvious MVP moment for me was Tilt thinking the octopus was a mind thrower.
That was so good. Oh, I love it. Oh man. All right, Litza.
I am at Litza Bronwyn on Twitter, and I played Parok, and I make D&D content with my husband and best friend. And I know it's gross. We release everything for free on Patreon, so you can find all our stuff there, which is linked on my Twitter. And I think my favorite part was Parok and Gracchus taken down. That mind flare right at the end.
Yeah.
Awesome teamwork.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. Last but most certainly not least, John, I'm so glad you got to join us tonight.
Me too. Yes. If you want to see more of Tilt isn't there, but I've got other weird, crazy characters.
Yes, he does.
Twitch.tv/TPK_games. We've got a Tuesday show, but we're also working on this other crazy like premium content, animated, edited show that'll be released later this year. So check that out. My favorite moment, I was gonna say the same thing. The final double team of, but I like the idea that like Tilt saw like two mind flayers like fighting each other and didn't know what to do.
Right.
Like smash this octopus against the wall and turn it to jelly.
Right. I love it.
It's really fun in general, I think. So.
I love it. All right, and I'm Eugenio, also known as your friendly neighborhood dungeon master, DM Jazzy Hands. You can find me on Twitter at DM Jazzy Hands. I'm the dungeon master for the actual play podcast, The Last Refuge. You can find us on Twitter at DND Last Refuge. We just released a new episode today. What was today's called? The Twinkie Dance. It's good stuff. We've been going for almost 2 years now. We have some season recap episodes if you don't want to start from the beginning and want to try and get caught up a little more quickly, but check us out. It's a good time. We will all be back here next Wednesday, same time, same place, 8 p.m. Eastern time, to wrap up level 17, the Seadeeps of Dungeon of the Mad Mage. But don't forget that Variant Rolls has 2 other nights of Dungeon of the Mad Mage that we run on Monday evenings and on Saturdays at afternoon. Hang on, let me scroll down and look. Yes, Saturday afternoons at 2 p.m. Eastern and Monday evenings at 9 p.m. Eastern. There are also some other shows going on. We have an Invisible Sun game. There's going to be an Urban Shadows game that's starting soon here on the channel. And a little bit after that, sometime I think this summer, we're going to be doing a D&D game set in Ravnica. So lots of cool stuff going on here at Variant Rolls. If you like what you see, you should follow the channel so that you get notifications when we go live. If you want to support us a little bit more, you can follow us on Twitter at Variant Rolls. You can head to our Patreon at patreon.com/variantrolls and drop us a little bit of patronage there, or you can, of course, subscribe to the channel here if you feel that you are willing and, of course, able to support us financially. What else? I think that covers everything for here. The only other thing I want to say is I am going to be at PAX East starting tomorrow. In fact, I leave in like 12 hours. So if you're going to be at PAX East this year, drop me a line on Twitter at DM Jazzy Hands. Let me know. I'd love to say hi. So that's going to do it for this week. Thanks so much for hanging out. Hope to see you back here on Saturday for the next Dungeon of the Mad Mage session. And if not, then we'll see you next Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, to finish up level 17, the Seadeeps. Thanks very much. Have a great night, everybody. And as always, happy gaming, y'all.